Tuned Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of two possibly intoxicated idiots watching the National Football League.
And what's going on here? There we go. See? Oh, God. Well, let me tell you. I'm coming to you live. First of all, welcome to Stay Tuned Sports. I'm your boy King here, getting ready for the Steelers and the Eagles live right here on Stay Tuned Sports. Big matchup. We also have another big matchup, which is Buffalo and Detroit. And I know a couple other people are covering those games as well. I know I came to you on Friday and said, boy, I was really feeling better, kind of making it through this sickness that I've been having over the past week, feeling better, felt like I turned a corner. It seems like I've turned a corner right back into feeling like shit because I have been worse than I felt in the previous week since the Friday show I came with you guys. But I'm still here because this is a big game, and it looks like the Steelers are going to get the first possession here. So we'll light them up with the possession. And they're going to return it all the way out to the 31-yard line on the kickoff. No dynamic touchback there to start this game. And, yeah, we're ready to go. I'm sick as a dog. I feel like shit. I don't know how anybody else out there is doing. If you want to watch me be sick and watch a game, that's cool. If not, that's fine. But, hey, chat's open if you want to come in there. Thank you so much for watching this sick son of a bitch. In more ways than one, watch this game here with you guys, the Steelers and the Eagles. If you want to help us out again, 2 free ways you could do that. Go ahead and hit that like button. Also, if you're watching and are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Helps us out tremendously. Thank you so very much. What are we looking at here? Oh, we have an injured player down for the... Is that for the Eagles? We have an injured player down for the Eagles on the kickoff. So we're kind of... they're immediately into a commercial already. That's interesting. That's interesting. Pardon me. Gonna have a lot of that. Gonna try to mute it as best I can. But, you know, what are you gonna do? You can only do what you can do. Right, ladies and gentlemen? That's what I say. That's what I say. So let's go ahead. Let's see, move this over here. This might be able to help us out a little bit. So, as we're looking at a taco commercial right now, checking in on the Buffalo and Detroit game. Detroit has the ball on their own 30-yard line as they're starting out here against Buffalo. Detroit wearing their all-black uniforms with the cool blue helmets. Hey, cool hat. And they're going to go nowhere there on first down for the Detroit Lions. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. I wonder, does that work on this? No, that's not something that works on that. I'm just trying to see what can work on this. I wish I had, I'm just trying to figure out something. I wish I was more technically inclined. I'm really not. I think I know some, but I don't know a lot. So we'll see what happens here. Still waiting to come out of the injury timeout here with the Eagles and the Steelers. Injury for the Eagles on the very first play, the kickoff. So we haven't even gotten a play from scrimmage yet. As I take a sip of coffee to try to keep the caffeine pumping through my veins so that I can have some kind of idea what the hell I'm doing. Because otherwise I don't know what I'm doing. Boy, I really don't feel well. And of course I cough right as soon as I don't have my cough button there. So, still just commercials in this Eagles and Steelers game. Nothing going on. You're not missing anything. We got nothing going on. We got zilch, zero, nothing going on. Sorry, moving the camera down here a little bit. As we see the overhead look here for the Steelers and Eagles. as we see the injured player going to the tent finally. And we're going to get our first play from scrimmage, 14:55 here in the first quarter. First play, Russ Wilson under center. He's going to take the snap. It's a pitch out to Najee, I believe. And that's going to be good for about a yard and a half. 2nd and 10 coming up here. Oh, 2nd and 9 and a half maybe, sorry. I don't know why I said 2nd and 10. Probably because I'm sick and my mind is in just a massive fog right now. So it's, let's see, let me extend these headphones, trying to make this work. And I mean, it looks kind of goofy anyway because I got a big ass head and these things are all kind of weird and whatever. But here we go. 2nd and 8. That's going to be thrown out to Freiermuth, and that's going to be a gain of about 2 yards. So 3rd and 6-ish coming up here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. As we know, George Pickens out for this game for the Steelers. 3rd and 7 is the official mark. They have to get to the 41. They are currently on the 34-yard line. Russ Wilson is in shotgun. Man in motion to the left. Wilson takes the ball. Steps back, looks, throws deep down the field. Overthrows everybody. Jefferson was the intended receiver. And that's going to be a 3-and-out for the Steelers to open up this game, this big interconference game. The Battle of Pennsylvania. Steelers with a 10-3 record coming into this game. Eagles 11-2, 9 straight wins. And there is the punt. And that's going to be down to about the 31-yard line of, 29-yard line of the Eagles. And that is where the Eagles will start their first possession as we take a look at Tom Rinaldi telling us some kind of shit here. Buccaneers, touchdown in SoFi. They take the lead, early lead against the Chargers. Jalen McMillan with the touchdown thrown by Baker Mayfield. So that's going to be 6-0 after the extra point. Probably will be 7-0 for the Buccaneers. Hamster, what is up? Jimbo is hanging out with, I believe he said he got family over, his uncle or somebody like that, aunt, uncle, something like that. So he's not here for this game. I am covering right now. Again, not feeling the best. So if you hear a bunch of sniffles and coughs, sorry, but I guess that's the price of admission for this now. 1st down and 10, and I believe that's Calcutta. He catches it. That's going to be an immediate 1st down for the Eagles as they are now in Steelers territory. 22-yard gain for the Eagles on that throw. Jalen Hurts in shotgun from the Steelers 48-yard line. Play clock under 3, under 2, under 1 second. Snaps it with no time left on the play clock. Throws. That's going to be caught to A.J. Brown. Is he going to bitch and moan anymore? Oh, you got targeted early, A.J. Shut the fuck up now and play ball. Oh, God, I got to. Can I put this always on top here? Let's see. Because I need that. Hurts back to throw. He completes it. It's going to be a 1st down and more down to the 20-yard line of the Steelers. That's going to be Devontae Smith with the reception. And just like that, the Eagles are marching down the field against this Pittsburgh Steelers defense. And they have not even involved Saquon Barkley yet. That has changed just now as they hand off to Saquon, and he's going to lose a yard. Tackled by T.J. Watt in the backfield. So 50 yards through the air for the Eagles. They go to Saquon for his first carry. And it's negative yards, which is kind of what I thought was going to happen in this game anyway. I figured this was going to be a situation where the Steelers were like, we're going to make sure we stop Saquon. You're going to have Jalen Hurts beat us in the air. And so far, he's doing so. as we have second down, that's going to be a gain of 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 yards, depending on the spot where the officials put it. And it looks like it is going to be a 4-yard gain. So it's going to be 3rd and 7 coming up here for the Eagles. After that catch by Devontae Smith. The Bills are saying they have a touchdown, and they do, according to the officials. So they are on the board first. They're in Detroit. Big game there. 3rd and 7 coming up for the Eagles. Hurts in shotgun. He takes a snap back, looking to throw, getting pressure from that Pittsburgh front, and he is going to go down. He gets about 1.5 yard gain, maybe 2 yards on the play, so it's technically not a sack, but it is 4th down. The Eagles, are they going to go for it, or are they going to go for a field goal here? Again, they have had a lot of problems with their field goal kicker, and it does seem like that they are going to go for it here, from what it looks like to me. And no, they are going to go for the field goal. So let's see if Jake Elliott continues to have some problems. He's only 18 of 24 for this season. Not fantastic. Snap, hold, kick is good. And so the Eagles take an early 3-0 lead here over the Pittsburgh Steelers in this Battle of Pennsylvania. I don't know why I tried to do the John Facenda voice there, but it seemed like it was worth it. It seemed like it was a good idea at the time. So there we go. Eagles 3, Steelers 0 to start this game off in Philadelphia at the Lincoln Financial Field. Is that like going to the Walmart? Going to the Lincoln Financial Field? It's just Lincoln Financial Field, or the Linc if you want to do it. I tried to merge both, and it didn't work out too well. Looking at some of these other scores here today, you had the Jets finally got a win and didn't jet the game away, although they did try. They certainly did try. They did beat Jacksonville 32-25 today, getting their 4th win of the season. Houston beats Miami 20-12. And if the Colts lose to the Broncos in this 4 o'clock game window, the Houston Texans will win their 2nd consecutive AFC South championship, even though, again, still not sold on the Texans. I won't be, I can't be. Washington beats New Orleans 20-19 in a nail-biter. But Washington does escape. So the Eagles, even with a win here today, cannot clinch the NFC East this week. They cannot do it. So Washington keeps it going for another week. Baltimore, and I know the score says 35-14, but there was moments where it looked like they were struggling against the Giants. Some bad turnovers, and you know, you had the Giants were within 7 points, I think, at one point in this game. Like, you can't, like, again, this game should have been 50 or 60-14. The fact that it was only 35-14. If I'm the Ravens, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed by that performance. Dallas, they get the win in Carolina. I guess they felt a little bit upset that they might have been an underdog in this game, and so they take it out on the poor Carolina Panthers, and they win 30-14. And some of the other scores here, as we just flip over there, you see Kansas City with a 21-7 lead or win over Cleveland, and Cincinnati with a 37-27 win over the Tennessee Titans. And a game that, again, that was going a little weird too. I thought that Cincinnati would be able to handle that a little bit better and more handily than they did, but they didn't. So, yes, again, surprising. The Giants lost, especially when you have Tim Boyle in that quarterback, because Tommy DeVito fucking got a concussion. You know, well, if I'm Tommy DeVito, I'm like, oh boy, I'm concussed. I can't play anymore. Oh my God. That's going to be another kickoff return for the Steelers, and they get it up to about the 33, 34-yard line. And that is where they're going to take over for their second drive. So let's see what the Steelers can do on their second drive. Eagles, they were able to get 3 points, so we'll see what happens here. And I don't know about whip. I mean, again, the Falcons ain't been playing that great either. So, and, like I said, if I'm Baltimore, I'm embarrassed that I only beat the Giants 35-14. You only beat the Giants by what, 3 touchdowns? That's terrible. You should have beaten the Giants by like 6 or 7 touchdowns. Let's be honest. Pitch out to Najee. Najee's only going to get about a yard on the carry. 2nd and 9, or a long 8 coming up here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Indianapolis with a 7-0 lead on Denver. That is interesting. I don't know why the thing hasn't updated, but it hasn't. What are you going to do? 2nd and 8. Russell Wilson under center. He takes the snap. He's going to be another handoff here to Najee, and Najee's only going to get about a yard. So 3rd and 7 coming up here. Not sure. The Steelers trying to establish a run game here, but again, Najee Harris hasn't been that guy in the last couple games, at least that I've watched with Pittsburgh. Like, he is not breaking loose with a lot of these runs. I think, who's that? Warren in the backfield, number 30. That's the guy to run. Like, he's been fairly good. Freiermuth is in motion. Wilson is in shotgun. Pointing out protections. Play clock under 3, 2, 1. He does get the snap off. Stays in the pocket. Throws. Tipped at the line. Incomplete. 4th and 8 coming up for the Steelers. And this is going to be their 2nd straight 3 and out. So offensively, not the start that you wanted if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers or a Steelers fan. Much like Jimbo's sister is a big Steelers fan. So she cannot be happy right now. I'm sure Jimbo is loving it, maybe trying to poke her a little bit. And as Jimbo does with everybody, he always finds a way to just kind of be that little bit of abrasive. And that punt goes out to the 20-yard line. And it looks like that's where they're going to be marked out there. Actually, they're going to mark them out about the 19, it seems. So that is where the Eagles will take over on their second possession, as they're going to look to try to get a touchdown or at least get a couple more points on the board. Bills defense putting in work there in Detroit. They sacked Goff, as we just see on this little clip here on the red zone. So not great things happening in Detroit for the Lions right now, wearing their all blacks, except for the helmets, which are blue with black accents. I mean, it looks cool, but yeah. Hamster, I'm not going to dignify that with a response. How dare you? How absolutely dare you? I mean, I would, but that's a completely different story. Oh, dear sweet Lord, help us all. As we check in there, what do we have? Indianapolis still up 7-0 on the Denver Broncos. Tampa Bay still up 7-0 on the Chargers, but the Chargers are on the 12-yard line of the Buccaneers. Driving, Buccaneers go offsides. Play is called dead. That is going to be encroachment. That's a 5-yard penalty. And that's going to be 2nd and 5 now for the Chargers from about the 7-yard line. So the Chargers are getting right there. ELS in the chat. How you doing, brother? Great to see you, ELS, once again joining us in this beautiful chat on another Sunday, a lovely football Sunday. The 1 o'clock games were kind of, they were really bad. And, of course, we have the 2 marquee matchups. I wish they would have split them up a little bit between Steelers, Eagles, Bills, Lions. Wish one of them was either 1 o'clock or 8 o'clock or something like that. But what are you going to do? Oh, man, Chubb just can't catch a break. Chubb, ELS letting us know here that Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski does say that Nick Chubb has suffered a broken foot versus the Chiefs, so his season is done again, and he's got more. I mean, just damn, you hate it. You hate to see it. So, but lots of love and all our thoughts there to you, Nick Chubb. Hopefully, quick healing, and you'll be ready to go for 2025. Herbert throws a touchdown in Los Angeles. And that is going to be A tie game, depending on the extra point there. 7-7. Ladd McConkey with the reception. So here we go. From the 21-yard line. See, the way the official marked it looked like he marked it at the 19. I thought it was at the 20. Indeed, it's at the 21. Handoff to Saquon Barkley. Barkley, he's going to get, and just carrying people. 8-yard gain for Saquon on first down. Last two games, the Eagles had -1 passing yards. On this first drive they had today, they had 53. They were really moving it through the air. Cardinals take an early 3-0 lead against the New England Patriots in the desert. Jalen Hurts on 2nd and 3, they call it. It's going to be another handoff to Saquon, and Saquon's going to lose about 3 yards. Highsmith in the backfield for the tackle for loss, although there was a bunch of them in there, so it's probably going to be a couple half tackles in there. But that's going to be 3rd now and, 6? They're going to say 3rd and 5. It's going to be a 3rd and long 5 here for the Eagles. As Saquon had a nice, they called 7-yard run, then gets a 3-yard loss. Jalen Hurts is in shotgun, trips to his right. Man in motion. To the left, Hurts takes the snap, back. He looks, throws out of the backfield to Gainwell. Gainwell with a spin move. He just Maddened him. Gave him a little bit of the Madden spin move. And that's going to be a first down for the Eagles. Gainwell, a bit of an unsung hero for the Eagles this year. He has played very well in the spurts and the opportunities that he's had, clearly. Obviously a lot of the focus is always going to be on Saquon, but Gainwell has played very, very well. 1st and 10 is going to be another handoff here. And that is going to be Gainwell again, and Gainwell gets about 6 yards. As the Eagles are moving the ball yet again here on their second drive. ELS says, by the way, go Bills, beat those Lions. Clearly, that's what somebody who is a Packers fan would say. Excuse me. The Packers are the night game today, correct? Or no, yeah, I don't know. Gainwell on 2nd and 5. I thought he had gotten 6. They gave him 5. But he gets about a yard and a half there on 2nd down and 5. So it's going to be 3rd and 3-ish coming up. Eagles get right to the line. Fast tempo. 3rd and 4 is in fact the spot that the officials do have here. Steelers a bit confused about what personnel they're supposed to have on the field or not. They are lined up. Hurts back, looks to throw. He's going to pull it down and run it himself, and he's going to get away from a couple tackles, but not all of them, and he loses the ball. It's fumbled, and the Steelers recover. Oh, no. Jalen Hurts fighting for extra yards, loses the ball, as he's had a lot of problem with turnovers. Get the hot wings ready, Jimbo, wherever the fuck you are, and get ready to eat some hot-ass wings. Because Jalen Hurts has yet another turnover, another fumble. And the Steelers, there was about 7 Steelers there to recover that ball. First down. What a great peanut punch there. Who was that? Was it TJ? Fucking TJ is everywhere with the peanut punch. You can't get away from that guy. Is going to get another Defensive Player of the Year, clearly, as I don't think there's anybody even close to him. He clearly is the Defensive Player of the Year again. This should be his 3rd or 4th in a row. They kept on getting, they gave it to Garrett last year, and the stats didn't bear that out, but they still gave it to him. So, I mean, whatever. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Steelers from the Eagles' 45-yard line. And that's going to be thrown out of bounds by Russell Wilson. This is the best starting position all game that the Steelers have had, but they've not been able to do anything, get any kind of momentum on the offensive side of the ball. You'd hate to see a wasted opportunity like this and come away with no points. But we're going to see. We're going to see what can happen here for the Steelers. Wilson back, throws. That's going to be tipped at the line. Incomplete. 3rd and 10 now for the Steelers. Nothing going right offensively so far for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 4:57 remaining here in the first quarter. If you're watching along with us, and if you are, thank you so very much. If you want to help us out, you can do so by hitting that like button. And if you're not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. It helps us out tremendously. We also have the links for our donation station in our merch store in the top of the chat and in the description below this video. Thank you so much to all of you who are watching. 3rd and 10. Eagles showing blitz. Now they back out of it. Wilson. Back. Pocket collapses, and he's going to be sacked back at his own 44-yard line. And the Steelers' offense can do nothing in this game. The Steelers' defense is trying to do everything they can to give them the opportunity, but this Steelers' offense looks absolutely lost. The Eagles' defense is all over them. They cannot run the ball. Russell Wilson cannot throw the ball. This is going to be a long day for the Steelers if they continue to play this way. They got to figure something out here. Punt's going to be taken by the Eagles deep in their own end. It's going to be returned up until... And then it's another fumble! It's a fumble on the punt. Who came up with it? Steelers ball. Again, a second consecutive fumble. And it seems like the only way that the Steelers are going to be able to move the ball in this game is just to keep letting the Eagles fumble the ball. Maybe eventually the Eagles will fumble it in their own end zone and the Steelers will get a touchdown. That seems to be the only way this is going to go. Helmet right onto the arm and ball, knocks it loose on the punt return. Can the Steelers now finally get something offensively and get into the end zone? I mean, the defense and the special teams for the Steelers are doing all the work here. Josh Allen walks in for a touchdown in Detroit. That's going to be 14-0 Buffalo in the Motor City. Uh-oh. If you're Detroit, uh-oh. So 4-13. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line for the Steelers. Russell Wilson takes the snap, throws it out of the backfield to Najee Harris. Najee's going to leap some people. He's going to get it down to about the 5-yard line. 2nd and 4 coming up here for the Steelers. 4:02, 4:01, 4:03 actually. They stopped the clock. Oh, we've got some fights. We've got some, this is some fight. We got flags thrown. The first flags of the game are going to be here. And there is quite the kerfluffle here between these interstate rivals. Not sure what caused that. Like I said, the clock was running, and then I saw it stop. I was like, what's going on? Why are we stopping the clock? Oh, because there's a fucking brawl in the end zone. So let's see. Are these going to be offsetting penalties after the play, or what is this going to be? Looks like this is going to be against Pittsburgh. So just when Pittsburgh starts getting something going. We see it was blocking down the field. Let's see what the official call is going to be here. Waiting to see. Waiting for the official call. We're taking a look at Nick Sirianni's stupid fucking face. They're all discussing it still. Why do we have to discuss this? If you threw the flag, you know what it's for. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? We have a personal foul against the Steelers. That penalty declined. We have a personal foul against the Steelers. It's a 15-yard penalty because it was after the play. So, again, the Steelers finally gets a little bit of positive yardage. They get a 6-yard gain. But then they get a 15-yard penalty after the play. Nothing on the Eagles. Mike Tomlin not happy here. ELS has a question in the chat. He says, prediction time. Let's take a little prediction here. Will we get an ejection during this game? I'll say no. I don't think we'll get an ejection in this game. But now it goes from 2nd and 4 to 2nd and 18 from the 19-yard line here for the Steelers. Russ Wilson back throws. That's going to be caught, but only for a gain of about 2 yards. So 3rd and 16 now. And again, the Steelers they've been not able to get anything going offensively. And just when you do, when you're down there, you're going to be real close, and you can't do it. So now it's they're going to give him. That was only a 2-yard game. Why are you making it 3rd and 15 when it's 3rd and 18? He gained 2 yards. It's 3rd and 16. ELS thinks that there will be an ejection. An expedited review has come out and said that it was indeed an incomplete pass. Said the ball hit the turf. 3rd and 18 it is now for the Steelers. God, you keep on getting these opportunities after opportunities that your defense and your special teams give you, and the Steelers offense is just squandering shit. Snap. Russell Wilson back, throws into the end zone to fucking nobody in particular. 4th and 18. And now the Steelers are going to have to go for a fairly long field goal here. I mean, not fairly long. I mean, it's a field goal. Boswell is a decent field goal kicker here, so I mean, let's be honest. Colts up 10-0 on Denver, by the way. Just a quick little update there for you. 37-yard attempt for the Boz. Snap, hold, kick is going to be up, and that is going to be good. So we have a tie game here where it should have been more, but again, the Steelers get a personal foul penalty on a play that had them down to the Eagles' 5-yard line and put themselves in a bad position. And again, with the 2 consecutive fumbles by the Eagles, and the Steelers come away with 3 points. You're not going to win a game like that. You're not going to win a game like that, especially with the way the Eagles are moving the ball. The only reason that you're now even still in this game or have 3 points is because the Eagles can't hold on to the ball. And I got to tell you what, I don't know if the Eagles are going to continue to fumble the way they're fumbling. They're going to say now, like, listen, you hold. I don't care if you go. I don't care if you get like a 6-yard loss. Hold on to the goddamn ball. So I don't think that's you're not going to be able to depend on that for the rest of the game. So I don't know. Again, for the Steelers, I said you wasted opportunities. You can't have it. You can't have it. The Cardinals get a touchdown on a fumble in the end zone? They do. Who's that? James Conner looks like he fumbled before he got into the end zone. Danger of rolling out, which case it would have been a touchback there for the Patriots. But the offensive lineman was able to fall on it and hold on to it while still in bounds. So it's a touchdown for the Cardinals, as they will now take a 10-0 lead over the New England Patriots there in the desert. And Steelers and Ravens play next Saturday. My God, yeah, the Steelers have quite the gauntlet in front of them. The Steelers have just a murderer's row of a schedule to end this season. Was it Dortch? It looked like it was Williams who got the fumble the fumble recovery in the end zone. They kept on showing Williams as the man who picked it up. So I don't know. I don't know if that's Dortch or Williams. But here we go. We have a kickoff coming on the way. If the Eagles can hold on to it, maybe this goes out of the back of the end zone, and the Eagles will go ahead and be able to get another possession here. But here we go. And the kick is away. And that's going to be a dynamic touchback. And the Eagles will get the ball at the 30-yard line. Jonah Williams. See, I told you. I thought I saw it was Williams who jumped on it. Eagles in the last 9 games had only 3 turnovers. Today, they've had 2 already, one by Jalen Hurts. ELS in the chat says the ESPN fantasy app makes the words too small for me to look at. I get you. As somebody who can't tell what down or distance it is half the time, I get you. I hear you on that one. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Hurts back to throw. He completes that to A.J. Brown. It's going to be a first down and more. It gets it up to about the 45-yard line. So the Eagles, just like that, and they're continuing to do what they've done all game here. Play well, move the ball on offense. If they can hold on to the ball, the Steelers are going to have some problems here. Again, the Steelers have had no first downs in this game so far. Their offense has been able to do nothing. The Eagles have 4 already. Hurts back to throw. Over the middle. That's going to be caught by A.J. Brown again. Boys, see? Squeaky wheel gets the oil as he just has continued to bitch and moan and complain. And all of a sudden, give him the ball, I suppose. Just goes to show you, kids, if you bitch and moan enough, you'll get what you want. So 1st and 10. And that's going to be Hurts carrying it himself. He's going to slide it down after about a 7-yard gain. Hamster in the chat talking about how ELS wasn't able to read the fantasy app and somehow I can't tell the down or distance. He says, my wiener is too small for me to look at. Sorry, bro. You know, that's unfortunate. Handoff here to Saquon, and he's taking it down to the 10, down to the 5, down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, Philadelphia Eagles, and they are on the verge. You see, this is why if you're the Steelers, you had to get a touchdown there. You had to get a touchdown there, and you fucked it up. You had it, and you fucked it up. 1st and goal from the 5. The Eagles just marching down the field against this very good Steelers defense. But their Eagles are making them look not so great. Handoff to Saquon, and he's going to get blown up. Barely gets back to the line of scrimmage there. 2nd and goal from the 5, yet again coming up here for the Philadelphia Eagles. I guess, if that's normal size for a hamster. I guess that makes sense. Second and goal. Hurts throws to the end zone. Caught. A.J. Brown. That's a touchdown for the Eagles. And thank God Jimbo's not here because I'm not singing that fucking song. But the Eagles go ahead and they are going to take a touchdown lead here. As the Eagles have seemed to make a point to kind of feed A.J. Brown. Extra point coming up. Jake Elliott, snap, hold, kick is up. And it was floating right. But it does get there. So it is 10-3. The Eagles with a 7-point lead on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And yes, ELS, I did see that in the 1 o'clock games, and that was indeed scary. Former Green Bay Packer wide receiver Grant Dubois, or Dubose, or however you want to say it. I don't know. If you're French, I guess it would be Dubois. But I guess if you're American, it's Dubose. He was carted off the field and taken to the hospital after a very scary hit where he was just on the field motionless. Looked like he was knocked out. That looks like that's a touchdown for the Lions in Detroit, as that ball had crossed the line before any part of him either touchdown or out of bounds. Indeed, it is a touchdown. So the Lions, Tim Patrick with the reception, and the extra point is up and good. So the Lions right back into this game. Bills 14, Lions 7, as they are in the second quarter in Detroit. Look at some of the other games here. Arizona 10-0 over New England. Tampa Bay with a 10-7 lead over the Chargers. Go Chargers, go. Indianapolis 10-0 over Denver. Buffalo 14-7 over Detroit. As we just saw, Detroit got their touchdown. The game we're watching here is Philadelphia 10, Pittsburgh 3. After Philadelphia just kind of carved their way downfield rather simply, rather easy against this Pittsburgh defense and got a touchdown. Pittsburgh only to get 3 points after 2 consecutive Eagles fumbles. Still, the Steelers have yet to get a first down in this game. Pathetic. So this Steelers offense, this can't just be, listen, if George Pickens goes down, you can't just lose your entire offense. And stop trying to make Najee Harris work. He's not working. Maybe go with Warren. That's what I would say. I would say definitely go with Warren. From here on out, and just try to work him a bit, because he seems to be a better option at running right now than Najee Harris is. And I'm saying this over the last couple games. Najee has not been able to get more than 1, 2, or 3 yards per touch. Meanwhile, Warren's been able to carve through some of these teams in some of these games and get some stuff going. So I would go with Warren. If I'm being honest, I'd go with Warren. If we're gonna, if I'm being honest, I'm being an honest guy. So here we go. We're getting ready for the kickoff here. And it is away, and that's going to be... Did that bounce in the end zone? Did that bounce in the field of play? Because that's either then going to be at the 20 or at the 30. I don't know where exactly. It looks like it looks like a hit in the end zone, so that's going to be at the 30. It seems like the Pittsburgh player forgot that they got rid of the automatic touchback. Like, you have to touch that ball down. He was just letting it go. I was like, if you don't jump on that, that's going to be a touchdown for the Eagles. So don't do that. ELS says the Dolphins say that DuBose is in stable condition and is getting further evaluation. Certainly all thoughts and well wishes there to Grant DuBose, and certainly hope that he feels a lot better. So 1st and 10, Wilson under shotgun, takes the snap with 1 second on the play clock. It's going to be a pitch out here to Warren, and Warren only gets a yard. So well, maybe it's not just Najee. This Eagles defense, much maligned in the early part of the season, has done really well in gelling here in this 9-game win streak that they've had. Playing certainly a lot better. Arthur Smith, the offensive coordinator there for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Boy, you got to start getting something together here. Eagles have had 20 plays. Steelers have 13. Steelers have 2 total yards of offense. That is unacceptable, especially in a game like this. Russell Wilson, it's going to be another handoff to Warren. Warren's going to get about 5 yards on the carry. But we have, ladies and gentlemen, a flag. So let's see what this one is and how this is going to influence the game. As we look at Mr. Official. Mr. Official says, illegal shift on the Steelers. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Replay, second down. So that's going to be second and 14. They said Van Jefferson moved a little too early. Or was not set. He wasn't. His illegal shift means he wasn't set. So it's not even a nightmare season anymore, ELS. Nobody cares. It's the Giants. Who gives a fuck? Like, it's a new who gives a fuck season. Wilson back, looks, throws over the middle. He gets it to Warren. Warren's going to break loose here a little bit. Cuts inside, does a little bit of a spin move. Gets it down to about the 37-yard line. But we have another flag as the Steelers actually, they're moving the ball here, but on every play where they move the ball, they're calling a flag. And this one looks like it might be against the Steelers as well, which is going to move them even further back. Which, boy, oh boy, you want to talk about home cooking here with the officials. And they did call holding on the Steelers, so that's going to, again, go from a situation where they were getting close there on it was going to be third and short. Now it's going to be second and 24. Sorry for the sirens in the background. I live in the hood, so it just is what it is. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter, and that's how we end it with a second and 24 coming up here for the Steelers. Again, the Steelers, every time they get to play together and seem to do something well, they're getting calls for either a personal foul or a holding or an illegal shift, or just they can't seem to get out of their own way. Is that a problem with them? Is that a problem with the officials? I don't know. The officials seem to be throwing a lot of flags. Only the Steelers have had flags thrown on them in this game so far. There's been 3 flags. All 3 of them have been against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Chargers get a field goal, and they tie the game up against the Buccaneers 10-10 there in SoFi Stadium. Bills have the ball here with the lead, 14-7 against the Lions, and they are in the second quarter. They are on their own 41-yard line with a 1st and 10, and they get about a 4-yard gain. Who was that? Was that Dawson Knox with that? Because I think Kincaid's not playing, right? I think Kincaid's out, right? I think. Anyway, I thought Dalton Kincaid was out. I could be wrong. I don't know. But and again, pardon for the sniffles, pardon for the coughs. I am, like I said on Friday, I thought I was feeling better. Woo! Was I wrong? Because I am back to feeling like absolute utter dog shit hammered on a sidewalk in the middle of July. Not feeling all that great. But I'm still here with you guys on this Sunday for this big game between the Steelers and the Eagles. 10-3, Eagles with the lead as we are heading to the second quarter. 2nd and 24 coming up here for the Steelers. Third and 2 coming up here for the Bills. In their game in Detroit, waiting for this game to come back from the quarter break. Josh Allen back. He looks, he throws over the middle. Incomplete. Oh, Kincaid is playing. Okay, so then he was looking for Kincaid on that pass, and it was incomplete. So the Bills are going to have to punt. And it looks like the Broncos converted a 3rd and short there as they're trying to get on the board. Colts with a 10-0 lead there in Denver. Surprising to me, at least. Anyway, here we go. 2nd and 24. Russ Wilson back. Looks. Throws. That's going to be caught up at the 22-yard line. So, not a huge gain for the Steelers. They're still going to be facing 3rd and fucking forever. And the Bills went for it on 4th down, and they got it. And a big chunk of yardage, too. So here we go. 3rd and 18. Russell Wilson. He steps back in the pocket, looks, throws over the middle. It's going to be caught. And a gain of 3 yards. Okay. whatever. And the Steelers are going to have to punt. Again, they had a couple of good plays to get close, but they had these just costly penalties. 4th and 15 for the Steelers, and they're going to have to punt. And the Eagles have a chance to really blow this game wide open here. Because this Steelers offense is doing jack and shit, and Jack left town. So here is the punt. The punt is away. Eagles get it. They're going to return up to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. Down to the Steelers' 45-yard line, and that is where the Eagles will take over in Steelers territory. So kind of a line drive punt. Didn't have the coverage down there. Eagles able to return it all the way back into Steelers territory. Like, this game is not going well right now if you're a Steelers fan. Bills continue to drive. They're going to get a first down here. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Bills from about the 7 or 6 yard line of the Lions. They're looking to go in and make it a 2-touchdown game yet again. Hamster, I think, is a little bit ahead of me as he's talking about how the Bills, I think, have probably scored. We have not got there yet here on my streams, so hate to tell you that. Always the spoiler, Hamster. You and your tiny hamster wiener. And I'm not me saying it. He said it. Don't yell at me. I know people are going to be watching this and like, how dare you talk about another man's small wiener? It wasn't me. It was him. He said it. Not me. I'm just corroborating what he said. And there it is. I do see the Bills touchdown now as, yes, they now, again, have a 2-touchdown lead over the Lions. And they regain it. After the Lions were able to pull within 7 after being down 14-0, it is now going to be 21-7 Bills as their offense is looking very good against this kind of patchwork Detroit defense. And again, Detroit has faced a ton of injuries on that defense. So you kind of have to look at that from that point of view. Extra point for the Bills is going to be up and good. ELS wants to throw up a middle finger to the Detroit Lions. I assume that's from all Packer fans, I suppose. But we'll see. I would not count out the Lions at all unless this game is like 53-7 with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I'm not counting out the Lions or Dan Campbell. I'm just not doing it. I need coffee to make me run at this point. Touchdown Chargers as they take the lead now over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at SoFi Stadium. So the Chargers have come charging back. And now they're about to take a touchdown lead over Tampa Bay. 1st and 10 here for the Eagles from the Steelers, 45-yard line. Hurts in shotgun. Man in motion. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Barkley. Barkley's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Eagles. And the Broncos get a touchdown as they're trying to get back in the game there with Indianapolis. It's going to be 10-6, and extra point would make it 7 for Indianapolis still to be leading there against Denver. 2nd and 10. It's going to be another handoff to Saquon, and Saquon's going to get about 3 yards on that carry. 3rd and 7 coming up here for the Eagles. Hurts is in shotgun again. Takes the snap. Back look. He throws. He gets it to A.J. Brown. And A.J.'s going to get a first down and more down to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Eagles. So Browns bitching and moaning is bearing fruit for the Eagles at this point. Letting everybody know that being a whiny bitch in the NFL will go ahead and work. It'll work for you. You'll get what you want. So I mean, at that point, good for AJ. Good for AJ doing what he's doing. Hurts, big throw here on 1st down and 10. Throw is that almost picked off, but incomplete. 2nd and 10. Joey Porter Jr. on the coverage. A.J. Brown's already gotten 6 targets, 2 more than he had last game. He's got 5 receptions, 65 yards, and a touchdown. So he's already doing better than he was last week in just a little over a quarter of work than in all the game that he had last week. 2nd and 10. Jalen Hurts. In shotgun. Play clock at 2. Play clock at 1. Gets the snap off. Looks, throws. It's going to be caught. Devontae Smith gets it down to about 3 yards short of the 1st down. It's going to be 3rd and 3 coming up here for the Eagles. Already within field goal range. Well, I mean, again, you have Jake Elliott, so I don't know what field goal range is for you if you are the Eagles or Nick Sirianni at this point. 11:23, 22, 21 remaining here in the second quarter. You're watching along with us here on Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. Empty backfield. Hurts in shotgun. Takes the snap. Back looks, throws wide. Open is Gainwell. Gets it down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, Eagles. And this game is in real danger of being blown wide the F open here. And to the point where if you've seen how the Steelers' offense is playing, you can't go down too much further. They're down a touchdown. It already seems like a lot. You go down 14 points, you're gonna have real problems. You're gonna have real problems here. So, 1st and goal, and it looks like Joey Porter Jr. is injured down on the field for the Steelers. Not great news. If you are the Steelers, Jalen Hurts, by the way, putting up some great stats. By the way, no, that is Dante Jackson. Sorry. It is not Joey Porter Jr. It is Dante Jackson who is down for the Steelers. As we see a commercial for hardening your penis as a man is injured on the field. That's just lovely. Thank you. Thank you, NFL, for that. Fox and NFL, thank you. Oh, and we also see for women's vaginal wetness and arousal pills from the same company. Good job. There we go. Thank you for your genital sexual commercials while a man is injured on the ground. Thanks a lot, guys. Tactful. I mean, I guess it's better than Whopper, 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 double cheeseburger, and Whopper. I guess it's better than that. Not by much, you know. I mean, you show me a commercial for a Whopper, you show me a commercial for wet vagina pills. I mean, I like eating both, so I mean, you know, it's kind of a toss-up. So here we go. 1st and goal coming up here for the Eagles. As Jackson is slowly walking off the field. At least doing so under his own power, very, very slowly, very gingerly. He seems very, I'm not sure, maybe he was concussed, maybe his head hit the ground as he was there. Again, Eagles have 9 first downs to the Steelers, none. They have 191 yards to the Eagles. The Steelers have 11. So, again, the Steelers need to do something here. And I think there's another turnover in the Buccaneers-Chargers game. Man, the Buccaneers are having a time. High snap. Hurts is able to come down with it. but he's going to lose a yard. Lucky to still have the ball. Unable to corral the snap. Boy, that was just a really bad snap. That was just a high snap. As both Hurts and Gainwell were reaching for it. They're lucky to hold on to that ball are the Eagles. 2nd and goal coming up now from, I want to say, about the 6. Oh, no, because you were at the 2. So it's actually, it's only kind of at the 3. Okay, so still 2nd and goal, though. Play clock at 3. Hurts is in shotgun. Play clock at 1, and they're going to take a timeout as the play clock was running down. So we have our first timeout. There we go. That's better. So after that Eagles timeout, still 2nd and goal as we're still waiting here. Time of possession, 13 minutes for the Eagles, 7 for the Steelers. As we mentioned, only 11 yards of offense for the Steelers. So they got some problems here. They have to stop the Eagles here and hold them to a field goal. Hurts is going to pull it down and run it himself, and he's going to get a yard. Back to the 2. 3rd and goal coming up here for the Eagles. Detroit Skinner. We got a fat man eligible receiver touchdown for Detroit. Skipper. Sorry, not Skinner. I thought it was Skinner. It's Skipper. So that's a touchdown, Dan Skipper, for the Lions in that game at Buffalo as they get back within a touchdown. Hurts takes the snap here on 3rd and goal. He's looking to get pressure. Throws. Caught. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. And this game has the potential to start being a runaway here. As the Eagles are offensively moving the ball at will. And the Steelers cannot will the ball any further than a yard or 2. And if they do happen to get any more, they get a fucking 15-yard penalty or a holding penalty for 10 yards. And so they're real bad. What's up, Bubba? That's okay. You're not going to be in a camera shot, I swear. I don't think so anyway. So your hand was. That's oh my god. Oh my god. Your hand was in the shot. Oh no. Extra point is up and good, by the way, so that is going to be 17-3. Eagles with a 2-touchdown lead over the Pittsburgh Steelers. And boy, it is not looking good if you're a Steelers fan. You have not been able to move the ball or do anything so far in this game offensively. It's just bad. It's just bad. And by the way, yes, you saw we're doing a bit of a spring cleaning, except it's the middle of winter in the house here. So, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Or maybe some cleaning will help me actually feel better and not be as sick as I am. Jesus Christ, I'm dying. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm dying. I may not sound it. I may not look it. Although I do sound it. Well, I always look like I'm dying anyway. Usually it's just diabetes, but this time it's actually of like upper respiratory infection, I suppose. But what are you gonna do? Coffee keeps you going. You know what I'm saying? Need that coffee, baby. But yeah, if you're a Pittsburgh fan, you're a Steelers fan. This is not great. This is not a great game. And considering how much worse this gets, maybe I'll switch over to the Bills and Lions game because that one seems to be at least more interesting. You know, that both teams are moving. My brother in our group chat here, he says that Detroit is showing their underbelly, or Buffalo's that good. The Lions' defense is it's a patchwork defense. Like, you know, they're working with fucking bubblegum and string trying to keep that defense together. Uh 9 plays, 45 yards, and 4 minutes and 33 seconds did it take for the Eagles to go from, indeed, the 45-yard line of the Steelers down to score. And they have a 2-touchdown lead over the Steelers, which, the way this game is going, seems to be more than enough. Pardon me, as I'm, again, dying. Sorry, I apologize for the death. Getting ready for the kickoff here. Again, they just, I don't know what's less art, more haste. Kick the fucking ball off, will you guys? That ball is going to bounce in the end zone. Bounces out of the back of the end zone. Dynamic touchback to Steelers. Will get it at the 30-yard line. Chargers trying to move the ball. They're trying to get a 2-touchdown lead here over the Buccaneers after another turnover from Tampa Bay, although they are facing now a 4th and 6, and they're going to have to punt. So Tampa Bay has a chance to get back into this game if they can stop turning the ball over. There's an interception by Baker and a fumble by, it looked like, Rachaad White. So they're going to have to go ahead and try and fix that. 1st and 10. Russ Wilson in shotgun. He's going to step back, looks, throws over the middle. That's going to be caught for a first down. The first down of the game for the Steelers. Jesus Christ. Pop the champagne, ladies and gentlemen. The Steelers got a first down. Ben Skoranek with the reception. And Buffalo is in goal-to-goal territory again already. Oof, Josh Allen got fucked up on that play too. 1st and 10. Fields gets the direct snap. Oh, boy, does he get fucking blown up. They threw a flag. Again, it looked like he was going for a slide. It looked like it might have been a late slide. The Eagles are going to try to fight that. Right now, it is a flag. He does seem to be going for the slide. What are they going to call it? It seems like they're still discussing it. They're going to call Blankenship for the personal foul. I'm not sure about that one. That wasn't nearly as bad as because the Houston one, the Alice, whatever the hell his name is. He led with his form. He was looking to knock somebody the fuck out. That was more of a tackle, as you saw. He was going down to tackle him. He hit him just as he was going down for a slide. I think there's a lot more gray area there where I would have picked up the flag personally. But anyway, that gets the Steelers down to the 30-yard line after the penalty. And that's going to be about a 4-yard gain on the rush there from Warren for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers offense actually moving the ball here for the first time all game, if we're looking at it. Najee Harris in the backfield. Russell Wilson under center. He's not in shotgun. He's under center. This looks to be a bit of a run formation, if I'm going to be honest, and indeed it is. Najee Harris, he's going to get 1, 2, 3, maybe 3 yards. 3rd and short coming up here for the Steelers. Got to get a touchdown. You got to get a touchdown here. Field goal's not going to do shit. You got to get a touchdown here if you're the Steelers. Have to. I don't think that's arguable. I don't think it's arguable at this point. Najee comes off the field. Warren in the backfield here for the Steelers. It is 3rd and 2. They have to get just outside the 20 for the first down, as they are on the 22 currently. Wilson steps back, rolls to his right. He's going to pull it down, run himself, and he gets a first down. He gets it to the 20-yard line on the dot, as apparently there is either a helicopter or one of those fucking Jersey drones right above the house. What are we doing? Hey. Government, knock it off. These fucking government people. They're fucking drones. Yep, that's a first down. So here we go. The Steelers with 2 first downs on a drive. Holy shit. Play clock to 2, play clock to 1, play clock at 0, and they snap it. There is no flag. That's going to be a 1-yard gain for the Steelers. Buffalo trying to take a 2-touchdown lead again against Detroit. Darius Slay Jr., he is on the ground for the Eagles. That is not something you want to see if you're an Eagles fan. Is he just milking time for something? Is he just asking for the Eagles defense to get a little bit of a break? I don't know. We shall see. But they've gone to commercial here. So let's check in on some of these other games here. Arizona 10 over New England 3. That score has not changed in a bit. Chargers still with a 17-10 lead over Tampa Bay as it currently stands, what we see here. Colts still have a 10-7 lead over the Broncos. And as we were discussing, the Bills 21-14 over the Lions. That game apparently is in the 2-minute warning. 3rd and goal coming up when they come back out of that. Nope, they are back here in Detroit. From the 1-yard line, Josh Allen in shotgun. Buffalo looking to get a 2-touchdown lead yet again. Will this be a Josh Allen run? No, he throws incomplete, but we got flags down all over the place. Is this going to be offsides on the Lions, offsides on the Bills? We don't know. It might be against the Lions. It did look like they kind of jumped a little early, if I'm going to be honest with you. Cardinals, whoa! What a big run for the Cardinals as they are down to the 20 of the Patriots right now. What a big play for the Cardinals as they are looking to stay in not only the NFC West race, but in trying to stay in a wild card race there in the NFC as well. I don't think that's offsides. Not that it matters. It was on the 1-yard line anyway, so now it's on the 1.5 yard line. Like it's. Oh no, they called it against the Bills for moving early. So now it's on the 6. Josh Allen back, looks, cannot find everybody, just throws it into the end zone. Incomplete, and no flags. So the Bills are going to have to settle for a field goal, maybe, or maybe they go for it on 4th down. Maybe they pull a little bit of a Dan Campbell and go for it. Second and 9 for the Steelers after the injury timeout for Darius Slay, who was on the field. Wilson in shotgun takes the snap. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to pull it down himself and run, and he slides down at the 10-yard line, just short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1. .501, 5 minutes now remaining here in the second quarter with the clock running. Thank you so much for watching along with us here on Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King, and it's great to be here with you. Even though I'm sick as a dog and dying, we're going to be here watching this game with you, and we'll see. And it's going to be a QB sneak, and that's going to be a first down for the Steelers. 1st and goal coming up here. Steelers looking to get back into this game. They are down 2 touchdowns. They need to get back within a touchdown if they want to keep pace here with the Eagles. So from the 9-yard line, Wilson under center. Pitches back to Najee Harris. Najee's going to be stopped for a loss. About 1 yard loss there for the Steelers. 2nd and goal coming up. ELS in the chat says, I think I found the perfect popcorn season. What would that be, ELS? I'm a cheese popcorn guy. So that's my thing. I like the cheese popcorn. And also, if you find, like, you can find it too. It has the Frank's Buffalo seasoning that you could put on popcorn or put really on anything. It's like a powdered seasoning. It's like a dehydrated Frank's sauce. Oh, it's so good. Love that. 2nd and goal coming up here now. Russell Wilson fakes the handoff, throws. That's going to be caught, but only back to the line of scrimmage. Goes Van Jefferson. So it's going to be 3rd and goal now coming up here for the Steelers. Again, they've been absolutely nothing into the end zone here. Again, they did a run. Now they did a short pass out of the backfield. Like you got to get a little deeper here. But here we go. 3rd and goal. Under 5 seconds on the play clock. Play clock at 2. Play clock at 1. Play clock at 0. Just snaps it off. Russell Wilson throws to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Freiermuth! And the Steelers get themselves a touchdown finally. On a drive, they were able to go down and get a touchdown. They desperately needed a touchdown on this drive, and they get it. As they are now within just a touchdown. Here comes the extra point for the Steelers. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up, and it is good. And that is now a 17-10 game. The Eagles lead the Steelers by 7. ELS says that the seasoning is called Taylor Street Garlic and Herb Seasoning and cacio e pepe, Italian blend. Well, cacio e pepe is like actual cacio e pepe is fucking delicious. So I'm interested to actually try that on some popcorn or potato chips or whatever snack that you would happen to prefer that you have. I like that. Plus Taylor Street, I just think about Taylor Swift, and I would love to have a little bit of Taylor Swift flavor on my snacks, as she is kind of a snack. So, be that as it may, before I get myself in trouble, I'm going to shut the fuck up. And let's take a look at some of these other games that are going on right now, as I got to kind of reload the Red Zone here, as Red Zone was having a little bit of a problem. As we look at Tampa Bay, they're looking to try to get into the end zone here. Why is that gain not working right? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Industry and technology. So here we go. Steelers getting ready to kick the ball off after getting within 7 points. This just looks like my red zone has frozen, and it's frozen us. Are all these gone? Getting ready for the kickoff here, and it decided to freeze. So we have a lot of problems going on there with the stream here. Give me a moment. We're gonna have to try to figure this out. And it looks like these streams are down again. So sorry about that. Let's see what else we can find. See if we can find another one. Pardon me. I know this sucks. But it's just what happens. You know, this is the age of watching football on the internet. Let's see if we can find another, maybe more stable viewing experience.
I'll let Tom Brady assess how.
No, we're not going to let Tom Brady assess shit. Okay, so we're back. It is 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the 30-yard line. So we just missed a dynamic kickoff. Nothing important. 1st and 10, handoff here to... That looked like it was Gainwell, as we see Saquon is on the sidelines. 2:22 remaining here in the second quarter, as the Steelers use their first timeout. Sorry, just checking out the red zone. I got to try to get the red zone back up here, too. 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Eagles. Hurts is in shotgun. Takes the snap. Steps up, and he's going to be tripped and gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 7 coming up here for the Eagles. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning. Crafty Southpaw in the chat. How you doing, brother? How am I feeling? I'm dying. I'm not feeling great. Again, I came on here on Friday. I had the video for the Friday forecast. Said, oh, felt like I was turning a corner. Felt like I was feeling better. Boy, was I fucking wrong. Because I still feel like absolute dog shit. Hammered dog shit, if you will. It just feels absolutely awful. But we're here. Why? Because we have to watch these games. We have to be here and see these games because there's a lot of great games here, at least in the 4 o'clock window anyway. Again, where we have the Eagles and Steelers. We have the Lions and the Bills. We have a lot of this great action. And we got to be here. You got to be here for the action. You got to be here for the action. You got to be here. So here we are. We're here for the action. And I'm thankful for all you guys here joining us for the action right here on Stay Tuned Sports. Again, my name is King. If you want to help us out, 2 free ways you can absolutely do that. Hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to us, please hit that subscribe button. Helps us out tremendously. Thank you so very much for doing those things. Again, completely free. Costs you nothing. It would be fantastic. Thank you so very much. Crafty Southpaw says that Barkley took a rather big fall on his head. Maybe that's why they got him out. Maybe that's why he's not there. They want to protect him. Maybe they did he get marked as having a concussion? I don't know. Bills go for a rather long. Oh no, I'm sorry. The Lions went for a field goal, down 21-14, but that is going to be a massive miss for the Lions. Boy, where the fuck was he kicking that? He was kicking out over to Windsor, Canada. What the fuck? Terrible kick. Okay, well, the red zone stream is here better than the one. What is going on here? Why are all my streams fucked up? Third and 7. Coming up here for the Eagles. Again, I'm doing a play here about 10 seconds behind what it is because the one stream is about 15 seconds slower than the red zone stream. But I can't use the red zone stream. But it is an offside anyway on the Eagles. So there we go. So that's 5 flags there. I got to stop the red zone because I can't see. Like I got to, I wish these things were better. I wish the streams were better. I wish I had a better live stream to go with. This one's going to be way behind. It just is what it is. Unfortunately, we got to do what we got to do here. 2 minutes remaining here. Still out of the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 12 now here for the Eagles. Jalen Hurts back, looks, and he's going to be sacked by T.J. Watt. And now the Eagles back over about their 16-yard line. Steelers are going to take another timeout. That's a huge play for the Steelers. And the Steelers might have something going here. If they can get a score at the end of the half, whether it's 3, whether it's 7, we can see. Again, the Steelers defense trying to do something here. The Eagles have been carving them up for a lot of this game so far. So, I mean, it's not exactly that they've been tremendous, but... So Pittsburgh, 1 timeout remaining. Fourth and 24 coming up here on the punt. Kick is away. And that's going to bounce and take a Steelers bounce. I don't know why he's waving them off, but the Steelers are going to get it right near the Eagles' 45-yard line. So that is where they will take over. With 1:17 left and 1 timeout, Steelers got a chance here. Steelers got a chance to get something going here right at the end of the half and be right back into this game. I was sitting there talking about, maybe, I'll switch the game if this keeps on going the way it is because the Eagles were absolutely dominating in this game. Man, the Steelers have a chance to really make some moves here, make something happen. So here we go, 1st and 10. Russ Wilson back, looks, throws. That's going to be caught by Freiermuth, and he fumbles the ball, but recovers it down at the 31.5-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Steelers. 104, 103, 102, 101 remaining. We're at 1 minute. Snaps the ball with 58 seconds. Russ Wilson throws. Is that caught? They say caught. Inbounds, though. Clock is moving. About a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 coming up here for the Steelers. Actually looks more like 2nd and 4. Caught, moved. Are they going to say no? Yeah, I don't think that's incomplete. But that puts a lot of time back on the clock. So I think that's incomplete, but you're going to get a lot of time back on the clock. So there we go. I mean, it's a little trade-off there for the Steelers, but at that point, I think you kind of rather maybe have an incomplete pass because it wasn't that much of a gain, but commensurate with the time you were losing. So the booth is reviewing it. That should come back as incomplete, and then put. I don't know what, it was 50 something left on the clock. Originally, right now it says 40. So I think there was originally like 50 something remaining. So we'll see here. Can you just have the guy in the, why do we have to have this official look on a tiny fucking screen on the field to say, I got to see what it is. Have the guy in the booth say, listen, I see it in here on my giant 80 fucking inch television. I can see that if it's incomplete, call it down to the official and say, incomplete pass. Why do we have to do this fucking song and dance about having the official look on a screen this fucking big to be like, I don't know. I think there might be. I don't know if it is or not. Is that a pass or not? Is that completed? I don't know. Why? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? All this does is fucking waste time. This wastes our time, waste your time, waste advertisers' time. What the fuck are we doing? Can we fucking knock this shit off? Now everybody's called. Not only that, but you're giving either the Steelers a timeout to work on plays, or they wanted momentum going. Now you've stalled their momentum with this, let's look on this tiny screen. Why? There's a guy up in the booth that does the expedited review anyway, that comes down and tells you if something is completed or not. Why do we have to have this fucking 8-minute fucking review for something that's clearly an incomplete pass, that we have to have this fucking asshole on the field look at it? Why do we not have somebody up fucking top just saying, oh yeah, no, incomplete pass? We fucking know. We saw it. Guess what? The guy in the booth that has the 80-inch fucking television saw it. The one who called down to you and said, well, we got to do a booth review. Why are we still doing it this way, NFL? Fucking stupid. Stop it. 2nd and 10, 56 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Yeah, Eagles defense is doing some work today, Crafty. Absolutely. So, with 56 seconds remaining now, 2nd and 10 for the Steelers. Russell Wilson takes the snap. Gets sacked. Got 3rd down coming up now for the Steelers. They're going to take their final timeout. As the Steelers might be out of field goal range now after that sack. Like, man, if you're 77, what the fuck are you blocking, man? Get the fuck out there and block. What the fuck are you doing? That's an Evan Neal fucking level block. And by that, I mean, there was none. He was a fucking swinging Garden Gate. So Pittsburgh is out of timeouts. 48 seconds remaining. It is 3rd and 20 now for the Steelers. Kind of need a big play here, or just get into fucking field goal range. As we see Boz there on the sidelines. From the 43-yard line. Russell Wilson in shotgun. Takes the snap, back, looks, throws over the middle. It's going to be caught. Clock is ticking. The Steelers bring out the field goal unit. The officials are whistling it dead. As the Eagles have taken their second timeout. As they're trying to preserve some time as well, maybe to do something. Whether the Steelers make or miss this field goal. If the Steelers miss this field goal, the Eagles have it in fairly decent field position. And with the way their offense has been playing, you can get quick strikes and get in field goal range, or maybe even get a touchdown. So we'll see. I think it all depends on what happens here on this field goal attempt here for the Steelers. Bosworth, this is going to be a 49-yard attempt. Certainly not a chip shot in any sense of the word. Snap, hold, kick is up, baby. That is going to be right down the fucking middle, and that is indeed now a 17-13 game. As the Eagles now have a 4-point lead over the Pittsburgh Steelers. That snap was a little low, too. Good job to get that hold up. And that kick was right down the middle of the uprights. Waitman, he said, "Wait, man, I got to get this hold right." And he did. Good for him. It's the little things, folks. Everything, all three phases of the game when they tell you offense, defense, special teams. Special teams do mean a lot. 38th field goal made this year by Boswell, which is the most in team history. So congratulations to Boswell with another team record for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So with 37 seconds left and one timeout, what will the Eagles do? Will they kneel on it and just go to the locker room there with their 4-point lead, or will they try to do something? Again, their offense has been fairly good this first half. Kickoff return up to the 30, up to the 33, up to the 34. Gets it down to about the 35-yard line. 28 seconds remaining. And that is where the Eagles will take over. So let's take a look here and see how we're doing. Not how we're doing, how the Eagles are going to do this. I will never say we when it comes to the Eagles. Fuck this team. But 1st and 10. Looks like the Eagles are going to try to do something here. Maybe get into at least field goal range for an attempt at a field goal with Jake Elliott, who, again, not the best. But Jalen Hurts, he's going to just get sacked on 1st down and 10. It looks like that's it. The Eagles are just going to say, fuck that. We're going to the locker room. And that's going to be halftime here in Philadelphia with the Eagles going to the locker room with a halftime lead of 4 points, 17-13. This game was 17-3 at one point. The Eagles had a 2-touchdown lead. The Steelers able to get 10 points here at the end of the half to bring it within 4 points. And I think the Eagles get the ball first in the second half. So if I'm the Eagles, that's maybe why you do that. Just go. We'll get the ball first in the second half, and we'll try to add on to the lead there. Especially after taking a sack on 1st down with 30 fucking seconds left or whatever it was. So with that being said, that's going to end the first half. Now we're going to look at some of these other games here. I'm going to see if I can find a better fucking stream because these streams right now are really pissing me off. But let's see. Oh, we don't need the volume on. Why don't we have volume on here? So we have that stream back, and then I'll try to go back and see what do we got with some of these other ones here. Get Red Zone on here. We'll watch a little bit of Red Zone too. Why not? And see what we got. And Red Zone is just showing how bad the Giants are. So that's, I didn't really need to see that. I already fucking know that. I know the Giants are fucking shit. I get it. I'm a Giants fan. The fact that the Ravens only won by 3 touchdowns, I'd be embarrassed if I was the Ravens. Embarrassing. The fact that this game was 14-7 at one point, embarrassing. Against this Giants team, embarrassing. Embarrassing. That's bad. Not really. Again, I'm not a big believer in the Ravens this season, as it was anyway. So, I guess anything I said would be kind of embarrassing as far as that goes. Looking at the Cardinals here again, the Cardinals still trying to make things work there. They're trying to stay in both the NFC West and NFC wild card picture. Oh, boy. Trying to stay with it here, folks. Again, I'm not feeling the best, but I don't give a shit. I'm doing the coverage, where it's what we're doing here. Looking at some of these scores again, what do we got? Is this still listed as halftime? Yes, it is half. Chargers 17, Tampa Bay 13, Buffalo 21, Detroit 14. And of course, we have this game that we're watching now. What happened to the other game? Where's that? Why do they keep on changing the Cardinals game here on me? Always changing the shit up on me. Okay. So there we go. Yes. Arizona 13, New England 3. That's what's going on in the game right now. Arizona's facing a 4th and 6. They're probably going to need a field goal, I would imagine. Indianapolis with a 13-7 lead on Denver. Denver has the ball here in the third quarter. Bo Nix steps back, looks, throws over the middle. Intercepted right into the arms of a waiting Indianapolis Colt. Boy, man, I had the Broncos winning this game by a lot. And I think the Texans did too. They were hoping to go ahead and secure the division today, but they did. Right now, the Colts are not going away against the Denver Broncos with the lead that they have. Cardinals get a field goal. They are now up 16-3 on New England. I, however, am going to take a short interlude, a short little break here. Going to go get some coffee. Maybe I'll get some cough medicine too, so I'm not dead. And we'll be back here for the third quarter. At least I should be anyway. Last time I always fucked it up. So, but it shouldn't be that long. So let me go ahead and let me pull that up here. No, that's not the one I need. That's the one I need right there. And we'll do that. And I will be right back here in just a 2 shakes of a lamb tail. I haven't watched Pulp Fiction in a while. I got to watch that movie. While I'm gone, discuss, what is your favorite Quentin Tarantino movie? Believe it or not, I love Hateful Eight. My fiance, wife, common-law wife, I guess at this point. She hates Hateful Eight. Does not like it. I love it. I think it's a great movie, personally. I think it might be Quentin Tarantino's best. I think that's up there with Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs. I really do. But what's your favorite Quentin Tarantino movie? Discuss, and I'll be right back here in just a moment with a fresh cup of coffee. Alrighty, back with a fresh cup of coffee. And trying to stay here. Indianapolis, as I see here, they just got another touchdown as they are getting ready to go up. Oh, they're reviewing whether or not it's a touchdown or not. I think it is. I guess they're still reviewing it. I have no idea. So tentatively, it is 19-7. Indianapolis over Denver, waiting for the extra point, which would make it 20-7. Buffalo and Detroit are back at it. Buffalo has the ball. They are in Detroit territory. And moving the ball seems fairly easily. Patriots are in the red zone against the Cardinals, looking to get a touchdown here, or at least put some points on the board. Drake May in shotgun, 1st and 10. Play clock said 0. They did not get that off. That's going to be a penalty. And if you're the Patriots, you don't want to waste a timeout that early in a half. Oh, but they did. They're going to give them the timeout there. Buffalo, boy, 10-5, touchdown, Bills. As they again take a 2-touchdown lead over the Detroit Lions. The Lions cannot get back in this game more than just being a touchdown out. It was 21-14. Now it's going to be 28-14. Detroit and their defense, again, it's a patchwork defense. It's a defense that's had so many injuries. They are working with just whatever they can get. And it is not working out so far in this game against the very talented Buffalo Bills. Saquon warming his butt cheeks there near the heater as we are getting ready for the kickoff here. As the Eagles will get the ball first here in the second half. And that's going to be a dynamic touchback. And the Eagles will get the ball at the 30-yard line. Okay, I don't know what happened in the Indianapolis game. They said that it was not a touchdown. Did he? Oh, was this another case of dropping the ball before he? Oh, no. That looked really close to me. Ooh, yeah, looks like he started dropping it before. Oh, my God. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. That's going to be a handoff. And a gain of about 2 yards. I couldn't see what that was. Was that Gainwell? Or did they put Saquon back in? I don't know. But what a huge mistake from the Colts. That's the second time we've seen something like that happen this year. Somebody dropping the ball before they get into the end zone, and then it rolls out for a touchback. Like, that's just atrocious. You can't do that. 2nd and 8, Jalen Hurts pressured in the backfield. He's going to pull it down and run. He's going to get a first down. Gain of 9 yards on 2nd and 8. And so from the 41, the Eagles will have 1st and 10. Barkley's back in the game for the Eagles. First and 10. Hurts in shotgun. Steps up to the line. Looks like he's changing the play. Barkley behind Hurts. It's going to be a handoff to Barkley. Barkley goes out to the left. Yeah, it's 3 yards. 2nd and 7 upcoming here for the Eagles. Just started the third quarter here. 13:43, 42, 41 remaining here in the third quarter. This is Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. Thank you so much for joining us here. If you like what you're watching, please hit that like button. And also, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It helps us out tremendously. Thank you so very much. As I'm just hanging out with you guys, sick as a dog. Thank you for joining. Trust me, I don't think it's contagious through YouTube watching. It could be, though. I have no idea. I don't know what I got. Is it tuberculosis? I got TB. I got the consumption. It just could be a regular cold, but we'll see. For a 2nd and 7, and that's going to be caught by Devontae Smith, and that's going to be, again, a first down. On 2nd and 7, gain of about 8 yards. As the Eagles are going to be just inside Pittsburgh territory. So 1st and 10 from the Steelers' 48-yard line. Hurts. Play action. That's going to be Calcaterra, or Calcutta, as I like to call him. That's going to be a first down, but there is a flag. Flag down. And what's this going to be? What's the official call? It's going to be pass interference on Devontae Smith. So take that back. As they call a pick. I'm not sure about that. Maybe. I don't know. It's against the Eagles, so I don't give a shit. But I don't know. I don't know about that. Oh, Nick Sirianni's throwing a bitch fit on the sideline. So, cover you in manure. I'm Nick Sirianni. I'm flowers and manure. And see you, Chiefs fans. That's how Nick Sirianni sounds to me. Sorry about that. It's fairly accurate, I feel like. So 1st and 20 now for the Eagles. Hurts back, looking to throw. Has all day to throw. There's some holding there on the Eagles. And the flag does come out. And that's going to be 1st and 30 now. As that was as clear a holding call as I saw. And they did throw the flag. Holding on the Eagles. That penalty is going to be declined. 2nd and 20. So the Steelers say 20 yards is enough. We don't want to give them an extra down. We'll just give them the yards. But again, the Eagles have been able to move the ball a lot. So I would say go for the 1st and 30. I would take another 10 fucking yards if I'm being honest. Jalen Hurts in shotgun, takes the snap, steps up into the pocket, throws. That's going to be caught. And a first down for the Eagles. That's why you take the other 10 yards. Devontae Smith gets the reception, gain of 20 yards on 2nd and 20, and it's first down Eagles. That's why you take the penalty. That's why you make it 1st and 30. Make it 1st and 30. Make it as big of yardage as you can, because this Eagle team has been fucking burning you all game anyway. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles now from the 38-yard line. Hurts is going to hold it down himself, gets back to the line of scrimmage, slides down. 2nd and 10 upcoming here for the Eagles. And so I kind of said, like they declined the penalty. I was like, I don't know. The way the Eagles offense is playing, I take that extra 10 yards. It's worth giving them 1st and 30. That and that's exactly why. And I was proven right on the very next play. Am I saying I'm a better coach than Mike Tomlin? Clearly not. But something to think about. So 2nd and 10 now. Hurts again in shotgun. A.J. Brown in motion. Hurts takes the snap. Back, looks, throws over the middle. That's going to be caught by Devontae Smith again. That's going to be a gain of about 3 yards. 3rd and 7, maybe a long 6 coming up here for the Eagles. Indeed, it is going to be 3rd and a long 6. I've been told I've had a long 6 once or twice in my life. Hurts in shotgun, empty backfield, takes the snap. Throws, that's going to be caught by Devontae, but he's not going to get to the first down marker. He's going to be about a 2.5 yards short. 4th down coming up here for the Eagles. Are they going to go for it? Or are they going to go for a field goal here? They are in field goal range, and it does appear they will be going for the field de goal. I don't know why I say field goal, but it is a field goal. So here comes Elliott, who, again, has had a bit of a shaky season. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up, and it is good. And with that, the Eagles take a 20-13 lead. They get a full 7-point lead back on the board against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that's where we stand. Well, we have a flag on the field, though. So what's this going to be? They might take the points off. Will this be a first down? It would be it would be a first down no matter what it is. Oh, they're saying personal foul on the Steelers. Is this before or after the kick? Were they saying leverage or lining up over the center or just after the play like fucking somebody up? I mean, it was offsides to begin with. I don't see a personal foul there. I don't see where's the personal foul? He didn't line up over the center. And he's just like, that's not a personal foul. I don't know about that one. But they take the points off the board, so it is now just still 17-13, but the ball is at just outside the 15-yard line of the Steelers. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. And my screen froze right as he's handing it off to Barkley. So fantastic. Wonderful. Wonderful news. This is just fantastic. Again, it's the dangers when you're doing this. So who knows what the hell's going on here. Looks like it's going to be a yard gain for Devontae Smith on that play. So we're going to be a little bit behind here because the stream just decided to fart and hiccup. Second and 9 coming up here for the Eagles. Again, it's a little out of sync now, so sorry about that. Jalen Hurts takes the snap, rolls out to his left, looks, throws, back in the end zone, incomplete, but we got another flag down. The officials, again, after a first half, which was pretty good without having flags, they're feeling pretty good about having the flags out now. Flags are just flying all over the place. And that's going to be holding against the Eagles, moving them 10 yards back. So it's going to be 2nd and 19 now. For the Eagles, holding was against Tyler Steen, number 56. As you can see, the massive jersey pull. Penalties have been pretty even across the board for both teams, though, so I'll say that. So here we go. 2nd and 19 from just inside the 25-yard line, about the 24.5-yard line for the Eagles. That's going to be a handoff to Gainwell. Gainwell's going to get a yard. It looks like he was going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage, but was able to push just a little bit further. The Colts get another interception of Bo Nix. 3rd and 18 coming up here. For the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, he does take the snap. He's back. He's looking to throw. He's getting pressured. He gets away from the pressure. He's got Hayward. And now J.J. Watt throws deep into the end zone. Knocked away. Incomplete. And it's going to be 4th and 18, and the Eagles are going to have to go for another field goal. So they got bailed out by what was a very questionable, I guess, personal foul penalty for lining up or hitting the center, which I didn't see that. But Eagles, again, looking to get a 20-13 lead, get a full touchdown lead here. Let's see. Elliott, snap, hold, kick is up, and that one is good anyway. So, indeed, it will be where we ended up before, with a 20-13 lead for the Eagles as they have a full touchdown lead now. 7:52 remaining here in the third quarter, as I'm going to try to resync these streams here because this one got real out of whack with the nonsense that was going on there. So let's just reload that. And get that back up there. There we go. See, everything's fine. Everything's working fine. Everything's fine. Situation normal. All fucked up. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports again. My name is King. I'm sick as fuck. I'll tell you that right now. I'm sick. I probably shouldn't be here. I should probably be laying down sleeping. Well, I did that watching the Giants game. Oh, but yeah, well, the Giants were sleeping too because, again, they make me sick. That's probably why I'm so sick, is because the Giants just make me that way. But yes, here we are covering the Steelers and Eagles 7-point game right now as the Steelers are about to get their first possession of the second half. Some of the other games going on as we see here. Buccaneers have a 20-17 lead over the Chargers. Arizona 16-3 over New England. Indianapolis with a 13-7 lead over Denver as they had just intercepted Bo Nix. Philadelphia, as we see in this game, 20-13 lead over the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Buffalo maintains a 2-touchdown lead over Detroit, 28-14. Lions are going to have to do something here, and they got to get going, and they have to find a way to stop that Buffalo offense. That Lions defense is, again, it's patchwork. It's being held together by bubble gum and string and spit and maybe some other sticky fluids that we don't know about, but it is really thin in Detroit on the defensive side of the ball, as we know. But they still have to find a way to stop that super talented Bills offense. We'll find out. We'll see. Still a lot of game left. Again, 7:52 here in Philadelphia at the Linc. As the Eagles are getting ready to kick the ball off here to the Steelers. And again, the Steelers looking to get their first possession of the second half. Tampa Bay looking to get a field goal here, 42-yard attempt for Tampa, and that kick is going to be up and good for them. And so Tampa takes a 23-17 lead there over the Chargers, and the Steelers are going to get the ball at the 30-yard line after a dynamic touchback. So that's where we are here at Lincoln Financial Field as we see Russ Wilson take the field. And the Colts fumble the ball, give it right back to the Broncos. My good, dear, sweet Lord. Nobody wants to win that game. Russell Wilson coming alive in the second quarter there, hoping to keep the streak going here in the third. Russell Wilson under center. Takes the snap. He's going to pitch it out there. Flea flicker! Pass down the field. Caught! What a hell of a catch. Austin, I'll tell you what, that looked like it was going to be incomplete or maybe even a picked off the way it was kind of set up there. My God. And Calvin Austin is able to catch that ball. And just like that, now the Steelers are in Eagles territory, and all of a sudden the Steelers have a little bit of momentum on their side. Russell Wilson under center again. I'm going to say there's no way they do a flea flicker again. Do they hand off to Warren? Warren gets about 7 yards on the carry. That's why you hand it off to that man. I'm sorry, Najee. Love you, but you're not working right now. Give it to Warren. That man moves the pile. He moves the ball. Steelers setting up again. Wilson again under center. A lot of under center snaps here for the Steelers. Snap. Handoff again. This one's going to be to Najee, and Najee's going to get a first down. Gets it down to about the 26-yard line. 26 and a half is where they're actually going to spot that. But it is a first down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Najee in the backfield again. Russ Wilson again under center. Man in motion. Russell Wilson pulling out protections. 11 seconds on the play clock. Takes it, pitch out to Najee, fumbles the ball! And the Steelers have turned it over, and the Eagles have it. What a great and promising drive. And just like that, on the pitch play that they seem to love so much, Najee was not able to hold on to it, and the Eagles get the ball. And that might be all she wrote for the Steelers. You needed to be able to get down the field. That's rough. That's rough. That's you can't do that. And again, that's why I kept on saying, you need to feed Warren. Stop trying to make Najee Harris work. Najee's not working this year. I don't know what it is, but it's not working. And right there, that could be the difference in the game. You're already in field goal range. You can get at least the 3 points back. If not, you can actually tie the game. The way you were moving that ball, it was looking good. And now with that turn, oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. That's bad if you're a Steelers fan. I'd be punching the air right now if I'm a Steelers fan. I'm sure Jimbo's happy as a pig in shit. Don't get me wrong. Jimbo's probably going nuts. But, man, you can't be doing that. You can't be doing it. Let's check on Twitter here a little bit, see what's going on. Any more updates from our football people in the know of anything going on? We got Justin Fields sustained an abdomen injury and is questionable to return for the Steelers in this game, so none of that. Yeah, man, I can't believe that. I can't believe you fumbled the ball like that, Najee. Like that, you just can't have him there. Can't be doing it. Denver, they got another 3 points there, so it's 13-10. Indianapolis now. The Colts do have the ball again. Third and a long way, it looks like, coming up. Oh, that's a fumble by the Lions. Are they going to say he was down? I don't know. That's weird. I think that's a fumble by the Lions. And they do say that, and it's going to be Bill's ball, apparently. So here we go. 1st and 10 after the fumble on the 26-yard line. For the Eagles, Jalen Hurts back looks, throws, incomplete. Was looking for Wilson, and Wilson was not there for him. I can see where the Lions were saying he didn't have control of that ball. That's a real iffy call. So here we go. 2nd and 10. Jalen Hurts is going to get the ball back there. He's looking to throw. He does throw it. He completes it to A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown with a gain of about 6 yards on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 4 coming up here for the Philadelphia Eagles. Herbert just got picked off by the Buccaneers, by the way, at SoFi Stadium. So here we go. They're saying 3rd and 5. I thought he got 6 yards on that. Well, Hurts gets the ball anyway. Throws. That's going to be caught. That is caught, and that is a 1st down. Devontae Smith having himself a big game. So the Eagles now at the 42-yard line. 4:34 remaining here in the 3rd quarter with the clock running. Jalen Hurts, 18 of 22, $193 with 2 touchdowns. He's going to hand it off to Saquon. Saquon's going to get about 8 yards on that carry. 2nd and 2 coming up here for the Eagles. It's starting to get in that time period where Saquon starts to take over a game a bit. So if I'm the Steelers, you got to be wary. You got to be real wary of this. Crafty Southpaw in the chat says, if it hasn't been mentioned yet, Mahomes will be week to week due to the ankle injury. I saw that today. That looked horrendous as he got folded up on. Not a great look. Certainly you hope he's not hurt too badly. Saquon, he's going to go out to the left, and he's going to get himself a 1st down gain of about 5 yards. Gets the ball down to the 50-yard line, and that is where it'll be, directly on the 50. And the Eagles have a 1st down. 1st and 10 coming up for the Eagles. 1st and goal for the Cardinals in their game out in the desert. And not going to get there. That's going to be 2nd and goal coming up for the Cardinals. Back up here, 16-8 is the 1st down ratio between the Eagles and Steelers. Steelers obviously not doing too well after the 1st half. Jalen Hurts, he's going to pull the ball down, run. He gets all the way down to the 30, down to the 27, 26, before he's finally taken down. Designed running play there for Jalen Hurts, and it works to perfection for the Eagles as they are now deep into Steelers territory. From the 50-yard line, Jalen Hurts gets it all the way down to the 27. Crafty saying that both the Eagles and Bills right now have a chance to put their games away. Eagles and Jalen Hurts back looks, throws. Was that caught or incomplete? Saquon Barkley was the intended receiver. I have not seen. They're saying it was caught by Saquon and saying that is a gain of 5 yards. Then the Lions had a chop block against the Bills. Connor with a touchdown for the Cardinals in their game. Handoff here to Saquon, and he's going to get 5.5 yards. So that's a 1st down for the Eagles as they continue to march into Steelers territory. Steelers need to get a stop here. At least hold them to a field goal. Again, make it a 10-point game, whatever. But, man, that Najee Harris fumble when the Steelers were marching down the field looking like they had a chance to tie the game, and you fumble it like that, and now the Eagles, they have a chance to put this one away. Unbelievable. Touchdown Bills, I see here on the Red Zone channel. Crafty lets us know in the chat as well. There is a touchdown. Handoff to Saquon. He's going to get a yard before he is stopped. Second down for the Eagles. Buccaneers trying to put the game away against the Chargers. They are up 23-17. They're looking to get some more points on the board. 2nd and 9 coming up here for the Eagles. A minute remaining here and counting in the third quarter. The Steelers really, at this point, would need a turnover desperately. Would help them out here. But we'll see. I don't know. Jalen has been known to turn the ball over a bunch, so I don't know. He gets pressure, gets away from it, looks, throws, out of bounds. The Steelers have been able to get pressure. They haven't been able to get him on the ground as much as I think they would like, or maybe as much as they should have. But they've just been, just enough pressure. But Jalen Hurts has been just good enough to get them off the field and not take the sacks that have cost them tremendously. The Broncos unable to convert on a 3rd and 11. Buccaneers have a 3rd and 12 coming up from the 35-yard line of the Chargers. Baker Mayfield, he's going to throw down the field. Caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans. As the Buccaneers are starting to pull away from the Chargers here in the third quarter. 37 seconds remaining in this game that we're watching between the Eagles and the Steelers. After there was a bit of an injury timeout here for the Eagles. 3rd and 9 coming up. Jalen Hurts is going to be in shotgun. From the 15-yard line. Takes the snap. Jalen Hurts back, looks, throws, gets it to Gainwell out of the backfield. Gainwell gets a first down and gets it down to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, Eagles. Oh, this is not good if you are a fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, you were marching down the field with your first possession of the second half, looking like you had a chance to tie this game up, as it looked like for sure that you were going to get a touchdown out of that drive. Then Najee Harris cannot handle the pitch, fumbles the ball, and the Eagles are going down now to take a 2-touchdown lead going into the fourth quarter. And that is where we are headed off to right now. So if you're in the chat with me, and if you're not in the chat, I don't know why not. If you're watching along with us, come on in. Chat's open. Chat's fine. And also, get the 4s up. Get them 4s up because we are in the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Eagles 20, Steelers 13, and the Eagles are on the 1-yard line. 1st and goal when we come back here into the fourth quarter. Crafty Southpaw, again, letting us know in the chat that we did see the Bills got a touchdown as they're looking to ice away the Detroit Lions. And the Buccaneers, as I mentioned as well, got their touchdown as they're looking to ice away the Los Angeles Chargers of Anaheim of San Diego. So that's going to be something to watch for. What else do we have here? The Cardinals are now 20 points up on New England, 23-3, as that game is being put away by the Desert Birds. And the Indianapolis Colts still maintain a 3-point lead over the Denver Broncos, 13-10. Up there in Mile High. Which, boy, I'll tell you what, I did not see the Colts going into Denver and winning that game as they are entering the fourth quarter now. Still 3 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in that game, but it is a 3-touchdown lead for the Bills, 35-14. So unless there is a massive collapse from the Buffalo Bills, I've got to say that I think the Detroit Lions are going to lose that game. And boy, does that open up everything in the NFC. You're talking about now the Vikings are in play for the NFC North and for the number 1 seed. The Eagles are in play for the number 1 seed in the NFC. This is a huge result if it stands. And again, stranger things have happened, but if we're talking about how it is right now and looking at the trend of the way it's going it looks like the Detroit Lions are going to lose this game. And by losing this game, the NFC turns into a quagmire of who is available and who is not for that number one seed, and even for the division now at this point. You're talking about the Lions might be in a situation where they don't even win a division anymore. That is crazy to think about how the Lions have been this year. But that's where we are. That's where we are. So, again, this game is a huge game. It is a big game. And the Lions, Crafty Southpaw saying the Lions might be fading a bit down the stretch. And again, a lot of it is injuries. Eagles setting up for the Diddy push here. Here's the snap. There's the push. And he did not get there. That is, nope. Short. 2nd and goal coming up here for the Eagles as they're going to try for another Diddy push. As, again, the streams have decided to just suck ass right at the worst possible moment. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, streams. You guys do great. You guys do great work. Thank you so much. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for all the help. Second and goal upcoming here. For the Eagles. Are they going to try another Diddy push? It seems like they are. Diddy push number 2. They've greased him up. Does he slide in between the cheeks? Let's see. And they say he does. Jalen Hurts, the touchdown thief, gets another one. And Najee Harris has basically, in my mind, a 14-point swing as the Steelers were looking like they were going to score a touchdown on that drive. It really did. They were moving the ball very well and going from what could have been a tie game now to a 2-touchdown deficit. Crafty Southpaw in the chat saying the Steelers have been a big... They started off so slow. The offense could not get anything going for the first quarter and a half. And then they finally did start getting going a little late, and it looked like they were starting to, they got some momentum. They're going to do something here. And then that, again, they've been trying to feed Najee Harris when he hasn't worked all season. I'm sorry. In the games that I've watched with the Steelers, Najee Harris has not been a factor or a positive factor. And Warren seems to be doing a lot better as far as running the ball and getting yardage, chunk yardage. He's been so much better than Najee Harris. Again, in just the games I've watched, I'm talking about my eyeball test. What I've seen, Warren has been better. But they keep on trying to go back to Najee. And Najee is giving them 1 yard, 2 yards for every touch. Not great. And then you have a massive turnover like that kills your opening drive of the second half. And now, again, you only had that one drive in the third quarter. The Eagles had their opening drive, which they got 3 points on, and then they took your fumble and took that all the way to the fourth quarter and got a touchdown out of it. So not only did the Eagles now have a 2-touchdown lead, they've also taken a shit ton of time. And right now, your biggest worry is not just that you're down 2 touchdowns, but you're running out of time. And that's, that is the critical mistake of this game is Najee Harris. And you never want to just blame it on one person. And there's been plenty of, I guess, blame to go around in this game, if you want to say that, about how the Steelers have played. But boy, what a crucial moment that was. And Najee Harris didn't step up to the plate. And that's that's the be all end all of it. Najee has just, he didn't come up big in a spot where you needed your players to come up big. And it's gonna cost the Steelers the game. And just like that too, the Ravens now get back into the AFC North conversation. With the Steelers keep on winning, it's not even a question. And I know the Steelers have a murderer's row here of a schedule, but this is what I mean. Like you can't have games like this against good teams. And we're sitting here talking about, the Steelers and how their defense is and stuff like that. Well, they just had 27 points put up on their great defense. So, and the Eagles have been carving them up all game. So if I'm not going to be talking about how great the Steelers defense is anymore, because it's not. The Steelers don't have a top defense. The Eagles defense has played far better in this game than the Steelers defense. That's a fact. That's just a fact. So all this talk and all this glazing of the Steelers defense, which I've done plenty of this year, where are they? You're supposed to be this big, tough defense, the best. Oh, we're going to be one of the best defenses in the league. Where the fuck you been? Where you been? You're not here. You're not in this game. And yes, we can blame the offense, and we can say offensively it's not great, and it's not great offensively. But if you're going to be and say that you're this great defense that is your defense can win games all by itself, well, this was a chance to show it, and you let the Eagles put 27 points up on you. Meanwhile, the Eagles have held you to 13 points, and you didn't have a first down until well into the second quarter. And the Eagles spotted you two turnovers that you turned into a combined 3 points. So it's an all-around failure this week so far for the Steelers. Listen, is the game over? No, but boy, they got to get working now. 1st and 10. That's going to be Calvin Austin with the catch. First down for the Steelers. I'm very upset. Nobody in the chat put the 4s up. How dare you? How dare you people? 1st and 10. Russell Wilson under center. Takes the snap, throws out to his right. And that's going to be Calvin Austin again. Gets a few yards on that reception. Gets about 6. So it's going to be 2nd and 4 coming up here for the Steelers as they are trying to move quickly here. As again, time is their enemy. As well as, Philadelphia is everybody's enemy, but Russell Wilson hands it off. And that's going to be a first down carry. Who is that big son of a bitch? Patterson, number 84. He looks like he's the city of Patterson. Motherfucker's big. With that first down, they are now in Eagles territory at the 49-yard line. They've crossed the 50. Russell Wilson under center. Play clock under 5. Play clock at 1. It's going to be a pitch back again to Patterson. And Patterson's big ass is going to run for about 7 yards. And we have a flag. What's this one going to be? That puts us into double digits for this game at least. Personal foul, tripping on the Steelers. Man, motherfucker, you be tripping. They're going to say the center, Zach Frazier, called for tripping. I want to see this. Because that's 15 yards again. That's a massive call against the Steelers, which the officials seem to have a lot of in this game. Game-changing calls here. They're not going to show the replay of it. Interesting. But now it's 1st and 25 back at the 40. Russ Wilson in shotgun. Takes the snap, steps back, looks, throws. That was tipped at the line, incomplete. 2nd and 25 coming up for the Steelers. Let's say 2nd and 21 now. So, okay, whatever. That's going to be thrown out to the left. That's going to be a loss of about 2 yards. So I'm not quite sure what that was. Again, Cordell Patterson was the receiver on that one. Amon-Ra St. Brown, they gets the Lions back within 2 touchdowns. With a big play touchdown for the Lions. Good for them. Throw it over the middle. That's going to be caught. But not nearly enough for a first down on 3rd and 23 or whatever the fuck that was. So with 11 minutes and counting, the Steelers are going to have to punt. I think the Steelers are they're saying they lost 4th and 7. They're saying that they are done. They are giving up on this game. They have quit. And the Eagles are going to get the ball. Oh, that's going to take a Steelers roll. And that's going to be down at about the 6-yard line. So that's where the Eagles will get the ball. They'll start. And we got another flag, though. Let's see what this is. Oh, head slap. That's absolutely. Ain't Deacon Jones ain't in the league no more, man. Can't be doing no head slaps. Jalen Carter kind of being an asshole. So because of that, that's going to give him a first down. Yeah, that's a first down for the Steelers. So ho. Look at that. We got something going on here. That could be a massive mistake on the part of Jalen Carter. Denver, they get an interception return. As they look like they have about they got a 10-point lead now over the Indianapolis Colts. So they did have a lead before, and now they just got a larger one. Interessante. Checking some of these other things here. Let me get this back up here. As everybody seems to be in a commercial right now, so we're just waiting to see this. Looks like James Conner gets another touchdown there for the Cardinals, as they are going to be up now 30-10. Up on the New England Patriots. So the Cardinals keeping their playoff hopes alive this week after having a bit of a losing streak there. Looks like they're going to get back onto the winning side of things. Tampa Bay with a 30-17 lead on the Chargers, and they are at the 11-yard line on 1st and 10, and it looks like they're going to get another touchdown, and indeed they do. Oh boy, Tampa's starting to run it up on the Chargers, as that's going to be 37-17. Oh, no, so they're saying the penalty is after the... Okay, I thought the Steelers were getting the ball back, the way it looked like. So instead, the Eagles do get the ball. Man, all right, that was confusing. Why did it look like... It looked like the Eagles' defense was staying out on the field after that call. So I thought that looked like that was going to be a person. Okay, whatever. But either way, the Eagles now have the ball at the 3-yard line. After the personal foul penalty, we have flags out and false start on the Eagles. So that's going to move them back to the 1.5-yard line. And we got some. Oh, Sirianni talking shit to Carter. Oh my God, the dissensions in the rank. Can the Steelers take advantage of this? 1st and 11, incomplete. Jalen Hurts looking to get to A.J. Brown. 2nd and 11 coming up here from the 1.5-yard line for the Eagles. Nick Sirianni being disrespected by his own players on the sideline. Going to be a handoff here to Saquon, and he's going to get it up to about the 7-yard line. As he's trying to pull his pants up, he doesn't want to show the world his cheeks like Derrick Henry did earlier on in the season with Baltimore. 3rd and 6 coming up here for the Eagles. Steelers, they need to stop them here. They can get good field position. They can get right back in this game if they stop them here. First down here, though, man, the Eagles are going to start running that clock real bad. So Jalen Hurts in shotgun. Empty backfield. Takes the snap. Throws. It's going to be caught in the first down. A.J. Brown gets it up to about the almost 28-yard line. And that's going to be game. Steelers ain't coming back in this one. Unless there's you have them down there on their own 1.5-yard line. And the Steelers defense is a joke. This Steelers defense is a joke. Everybody talks about how big and bad the Steelers defense is. The Steelers defense can't stop a wet fart. What are we fucking talking about here? This Steelers defense is paper soft, shitty, 10-ply toilet paper soft. They are fucking Charmin soft. Saquon, 1st and 10. He's going to get hit after about a gain of 2, maybe 3 yards. As the Steelers' helmet comes rolling off. No illegal use of hands to the face. They're saying the helmet just spontaneously came off his head because it felt like it wanted to. So, 2nd and 6 now, coming up here for the Eagles. There's a 4-yard gain there for Saquon. Hurts back. Tries to step up. Does get away from the pressure. He pitches it out to Saquon. Saquon, he's going to get 3 yards on that. 2, 3. 3 yards would make it 3rd and 1. I don't think it's 3rd and 1. It's 3rd and 2, so it'll only be 2. It looked like 3 to me, but... As we see Barkley in the backfield, Jalen Hurts in shotgun. 7:40 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Eagles looking to ice this game. Hand it off to Saquon, and he gets the first down. Looks like he's upset that he should have gotten more. As he has a head-to-head with the Steelers defender. Is he concussed a little bit? I don't know. KZ was the individual. Got hit in the side of the head by Saquon Barkley. It's 1st and 10. Clock is running. The Eagles have all the time in the world. They have a 2-touchdown lead. All they got to do is milk the clock, and this game is over because the Steelers' defense can't stop them for shit. The Steelers' defense is garbage. Let's just say that. I've been talking this Steelers defense up, talking about how great they are. They can't stop this team. Oh, we've got a slip and fall from Saquon. That's going to be a loss of 4, maybe 5 yards. Got to do something with them cleats there, Saquon. As he's looking to stop, and then he just slides. I agree, Crafty. The two big games we were looking forward to have been kind of inconsequential, really. Again, the Eagles have kind of controlled this game from the jump. It was getting a little scary there in the beginning of the second half, but then once the Najee Harris fumble happened, it was game over. And again, the Steelers defense cannot stop this Eagles offense. They can't do it. And we're sitting here trying to talk about, oh, I think the Steelers can make it to the Super Bowl. Defense wins championships. Not this fucking defense. This defense is garbage. And again, another first down as Devontae Smith gets the reception here from Jalen Hurts, as now the Eagles are in Steelers territory. Another first down. And again, this Steelers defense cannot stop them. They are bad. They are just a bad defense. And you're seeing it. You're seeing it right now. They're a bad defense. So I want to hear. I don't want to hear any more Steelers fans talk about, oh, we got a great defense. We've got a top 5 defense. You got a top 5 dick is what you got. You got top 5 and nothing. Your offense can't move the ball, and your defense can't fucking stop anybody. Saquon stopped in the backfield there for their first negative play that the Steelers have actually been a part of, where Saquon actually didn't just slip by himself. ELS in the chat says the Steelers defense went to sleep today. Yeah, like this is a game where you want to prove yourself, where you can say we can play with the best. We're one of the best defenses in the league. And instead all you showed is that you're paper thin, soft, baby shit, terrible goddamn defense. That's what you're showing. That's what you decided to show the world today, is that the Eagles own you, that any team with a decent offense, a decent passing offense anyway, can beat the Saquon hasn't been the one that beat you today. You let Jalen Hurts fucking beat you today. That's embarrassing. Jalen Hurts is fucking awful. And you let oh no. And now TJ Watt is down, grabbing his ankle. Motherfucker, as if it can't get any worse for the Pittsburgh Steelers. TJ is going in and just non-contact. It looks at, oh no, that could be Achilles. That could be Achilles. And man, you want to talk about anything. That's the end of the line. That's not good. Roids don't do that. And the NFL's, you can't do the roids in the NFL. You get popped with that real quick. But yeah, that's TJ's gone again. Just cannot stay healthy. Lions, they get another touchdown as they're trying to roar back into this game. Pun intended. As it is now 38-27. The Lions going to go for, knowing Dan Campbell, his dumbass is going to go for 2. Although I don't know why you would want to do that. Let's see. Is he? Yeah, that's in. He's in before any part's down. That's a touchdown for Gibbs. So the Lions not dead yet. Why couldn't they play like this earlier in the game? Now, again, they're going to have to stop the Bills. There's still 12 minutes left in this game, and it's going to be a 10-point game if this extra point is good for the Lions. And it is. 38-28. Detroit only 10 points back now. Right back into this game. Fuck Tree. Ever since he decided to go off and say, oh, Daniel Jones is the worst thing that's ever happened in football. Go fuck yourself. Look at the stats. Daniel Jones has been fucked over more than anything. So, I mean, me and Tree, again, I like most of those guys. Again, I love Tom. Tom's a great guy. I love Brandon. I would love to talk to Brandon one day and just have a great I think me and Brandon could have a great conversation. We could be real good friends. I know that sounds kind of desperate and stupid, but I do. I love Brandon. I think he's fantastic to watch. He's fun to watch. Tom is great, and you see Tom starting to get recognition now from the NFL. He's got Fan of the Year. He did the voiceover for an actual NFL Films thing about the Lambeau Leap, which was, that's amazing. That's awesome. That's really cool. Urinating Tree he's a piss bucket, so I don't give a fuck. That's all I'll say about that. But, and then again, he decides to just shit on Daniel Jones for no reason. When clearly the problem with the Giants was so much deeper than Daniel Jones. But he's like, oh, Daniel Jones just got voted, so fuck Daniel Jones. It's like, well, fuck you. A dumbass treat. Everybody wants to be like, oh, he's so great. He knows what he's talking about. He's such an insightful and knowledgeable guy. And the Bills take the onside kick and they run it back down to the 5-yard line. Looks like it was going to the end zone. Yeah, I don't know why you go for an onside kick there. That's fucking stupid. Lions went for an onside kick, and it was recovered by the Bills and ran all the way back to the 5. Should have been a touchdown, to be honest with you. Jalen Hurts on 3rd and 13 throws. It's going to be caught by Devontae Smith, and that's going to be just a yard short of the first down. 4th and 1. This seems like a Diddy push situation for the Eagles. And indeed, here the Eagles go, and this will be the game. If they get this is the game. Here comes the Diddy push. They're getting the oil. They're looking to try to get him to jump off sides, so they don't even have to do it. And who called the timeout? Was it the Eagles or Steelers? And yeah, they're from the 5. So just like that, the Lions got right back in the game, and then go for an onside kick for some fucking reason. And yeah, so that happens. So by the way, the Cardinals win 30-13 over the New England Patriots. So that game is final. And just like that, now it is a 45-20. So you got 10 points, and now it's back to 17 there for Detroit. 11:51 left. I mean, anything can happen, but I'm not sure why you go for an onside kick there. I'm not sure why with that amount of time left. Like, I know your defense hasn't done a lot if you're Dan Campbell and you're seeing it from that standpoint, but I don't know. Again, you can sit there and question it. I can fathom it. I see why they went for it. Clearly, your patchwork defense has not been doing a lot for you in this game, so I get it, but yeah, I mean, that game is pretty much over. This game with the Eagles looks like there's only 4 minutes remaining in this game. This game looks like it's going to be pretty much over. Even if the Eagles get a field, it's a 17-point game then, and yeah, with 4 minutes left and all that kind of shit. So I don't see it going well for the Steelers here. And now you're talking about TJ might be out, and he might be out for the season now with a popped Achilles. It looks like I'm getting a Popeye's chicken sandwich for dinner. At least somebody's winning. So 4th and 1, the Eagles are indeed going to go for it. They did take a timeout. I was wondering who took the timeout. Clearly, I knew it, but Fox didn't show. So now I officially know, so I can take the timeout off. So here comes the Diddy push. They are oiled up. And he might have gotten it on a second effort. And the way they're marking it off is indeed a first down. With 3:50 remaining and counting here, this game is all but over. It's all over but the crying. I did see that too, where ELS, as I know your game is coming up here with the Packers and the Seahawks, where Evan Williams, great whiskey by the way, cheap whiskey if you're a cheap boy like me, and Romeo Dobbs both cleared concussion protocol. And the Buccaneers, yeah, I picked the Buccaneers, and everybody told me I was kind of silly. Oh, you got to pick the Chargers. Chargers look really good, and the Chargers do look good. Don't get me wrong. I just felt like with the way the Buccaneers have been playing lately, that they were going to be the harder team to. They were going to be maybe a little bit more desperate to kind of keep that game ahead of the Falcons, because the Falcons again are playing the Raiders, so the Falcons should win. Will they? I don't know. I know Hamster thinks they should. I think we all think they should, but what the Falcons should do and what the Falcons actually do rarely are the same fucking thing. So we'll see what happens on Monday night with the Falcons and the Raiders. But I'll tell you what, the Buccaneers throwing some points up on the board, 40-17 over the Chargers currently. Barkley gets another carry, gets it to the line of scrimmage on second down. With the Chargers probably losing that game, they're going to go to 8-6. So they're still going to be in the playoff. The Broncos, they are now in control of their game. Where the Colts were doing well, they're now down by 11. So the Colts, who were 6-7, they could have been 7-7, and they could have knocked the Broncos to 8-6 and gotten a little bit closer. Now they're going to be 6-8, the same as the Dolphins and the Bengals. And the AFC playoff picture might be pretty much in focus now, except for the seeding. Because, again, unless you see some of these other teams massively collapse, I don't know. Ooh, big man got rolled up on there for the Eagles. Looks like he hurt his right leg, yeah. Becton. Bills have a 95% chance to win, according to Next Gen Stats. And that's true, but the Lions are moving down the fucking field again. So, again, this is what I mean, is maybe if you just would have not gone for the onside kick. I don't know. 2nd and 20 coming up here for the Eagles. I don't know what. Did I miss a penalty? I have no idea. I'll up to number 1 anyway. Who gives a fuck? I was too busy talking about everything else. But A.J. Brown, he's going to catch it. Fumble! That's past the first down marker. I think the Eagles got it back. And they're saying, wind the clock. It is the Eagles' ball. Broncos driving against the Colts. They're looking to put this game away up there at Mile High Stadium. A.J. Brown limping off the field. He's hurt on that play where he fumbled the ball. Who did they give the ball to? It does look like the Eagles have it. It does look like Devontae Smith recovered it. That's a bit of that hip drop, I guess they were talking about, but the officials are not calling hip drop tackles this year, so. And by the way, Pittsburgh called 2 timeouts here that I've missed. Sorry about that. As we've been sitting there talking about some of the other games going on and what's going on in the NFL and how that goes with playoff seedings and who might go where and what, because that's been a little bit more interesting than what this game has been. As AJ, yeah, he got his ankle rolled up a little bit. I guess the pain made him drop the ball, which you don't want to do. Like, hold on to the fucking ball. Even if you're breaking something, hold on to it. I've seen other teams do that. Come on. Can't be doing that, AJ. 8 catches, 112 yards, 1 touchdown. Maybe he'll quit his fucking bitching now. Amon-Ra St. Brown, that's going to be a first and goal for the Lions. 8:49 remaining in that game as the Lions are trying to make an impossible comeback. Still waiting to see here what's going on in this game. There's been a timeout. They're giving the Steelers back a timeout. Not sure what. Jesus Christ. So the Steelers still have 2 timeouts. Where Fox showed they only had 1, now they're saying they have 2. I guess they called an injury timeout for the Eagles instead. But then the Eagles should be out of a time. I don't know. Whatever the officials want to do. I'll just mark it down. A.J. Brown was stepping back out onto the field. Now he's not. Now we see Saquon coming up. What is the fucking delay here, guys? There's been a 5-minute delay since the end of the last play. What the fuck are we doing? Fucking hell. Third and 1, they're going to go for the Diddy push again, and I think they got it again. As Devontae Smith kind of prances gingerly away from the pile. So the Eagles looking like they're going to go to 12-2. The Lions would drop to 12-2. Minnesota is at 11-2, depending on what happens tomorrow night, and they're playing the Bears, so they should be, by all rights, 12-2. The Lions would still have the tiebreaker over them, but Lions get a touchdown, 8:02 remaining in that game, so it's going to be 45. Again, the Lions are going to be back within 10 points, but we'll see what happens again. First and 10 coming up here. For the Eagles, 3 minutes remaining. Steelers, they did take another timeout finally, so now they're down to 1. Gainwell gets the carry, and he's going to get about a yard. That's what I mean. So the Eagles right now, the game against Washington is their last real tough game, if you want to say that. And I think they get them at home. I think. And then they play Dallas and the Giants. Those are wins. So the Eagles are looking at roughly again, Detroit losing this game against the Bills is big. It's a big, big, big loss for them, because not only does it throw the number 1 seed into turmoil, now it throws even the division into turmoil. Eagles getting a lot of injuries here in this last little bit, trying to get out of here. Steelers take their final timeout, by the way, with 2:56 remaining. 2nd and 9. Eagles hand it off to Gainwell. Gainwell's going to get it up to the 10, inside the 10. Right at the 10 is where they're going to mark it. So at the 10-yard line, 3rd down and about 1. Not that it matters, because, I mean, the Eagles are clearly within field goal range anyway. But at this point, a first down ends the game, because it'll be the 2-minute warning. The Steelers won't have any timeouts left. And this vaunted Steelers defense, which everybody wanted to talk about, is smoke and mirrors. It's bullshit. The soft-ass defense that let the Eagles just carve them up all game. The Steelers defense did not show up in this game at all, and it shows. Hand off to Gainwell, and that's going to be a first down. Ooh, it's going to be close. They're marking them just short. From what it looks like, they're marking them short. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning. So it's either going to be 1st and goal when we come back, or it's going to be 4th and 1. And we're going to get another Diddy push, and they're going to make it, and it doesn't matter. So that's this game is over. The Steelers have lost. When it comes to the Lions game, I don't know. We got a lot going on there still. Lions, that defense needs to get some stops against this Buffalo offense. Or clearly, if you're Buffalo, you want to get a turnover. Wide open Knox with a one-handed catch, gets it down to the Lions' 41-yard line. Not what you needed if you're Detroit. Not what you needed. Looking at the Colts and Broncos game, that's 31. I mean, the Colts were winning this game for the longest time. And then they threw a pick when they were losing. It was 17-13. They threw a pick. And then since then, just the Broncos have dominated this game. Tampa Bay beats the Chargers 40-17. As you can see, that game has gone final. So Tampa Bay with a huge win. The Chargers still in the playoff picture. Again, a lot of the other teams that needed to win are not. So Josh Allen with just a cool slide. It's cool. I'm cool. Look at me. I'm banging Haley Steinfeld. I'm going to marry her. I'm cool. Look at my cool slide. I'm Josh Allen. Harg, the Buccaneers, indeed, ELS. So, indeed, they did say it was a first down for the Eagles coming out of the 2-minute warning. Eagles kneel on it. The Steelers cannot stop the clock. This game is over, and the Eagles are going to win. I'm going to throw up the final now because it is. Let's face facts. They're kneeling on it. We're victory formation here. Second and 4 for the Bills in their game from the 17-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to Cook, and he's not going anywhere. The thing for the Bills right now is just milking that clock as much as they can. Go for a field goal, and it's going to be just the same. You're talking about a 13-point game then. It's still a 2-possession game. At this point, the clock is better. Just milk the clock. Run it, milk the clock. If you get a first down, you get a first down. If not, you get a field goal. And you're still making it work. 4:30 remaining there in Detroit. 39 seconds now, and the Eagles take their final kneel down. And that is the end of the game. The Eagles defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers 27-13. As the Steelers' defense has exposed themselves as sucking ass as much as possible. And it looks like TJ might be gone for a while. To me, it looked like it was a bit of an Achilles pop. The Eagles, that is their 10th straight victory, which is a record for them, a franchise record. First time in their history, they've won 10 straight games. So congratulations to the Eagles. Jimbo is just stroking himself off right now with this Eagles team. Crafty Southpaw says, "What's that smell?" Oh, it's the egg the Steelers just laid. Yeah, and it was a bit of a rotten one. That was a bit of a stinky pooter of an egg. That one's got a lot of sulfur to it. It smells a little bit like sulfur, a little bit like shit. Because that's what happened. And that Steelers defense, man, you want to talk about just absolute, just what a fraud. What a fraud defense. That really is. Let's watch a little bit here. Let's watch the end of this Bills and Lions game here. First and goal. Lions defense, they do stop Josh Allen. Second and goal coming up here. Clock is ticking. They are at 3:30 and less. I mean, if I'm the Lions, you got to start taking some timeouts here. You got to do something. You got to start preserving some kind of time. I mean, you're down. Crafty Southwest says that Jimbo's doing a ditty on himself. Maybe. He's having a little ditty. I don't know. Yeah, oh yeah, they're in goal. They're in goal to goal. So like even if they get a field goal, it doesn't matter. Right now for them, the best thing is milking that clock. And if I'm Detroit, like what are you doing? Like you have to start stopping the clock here. Pass is knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Third down, 2:55 remaining. So the Bills actually helping the Lions there, throwing the ball. I would not be throwing the ball. I would be running this ball and milking the clock. Right there, all you did was help the Lions. So third and goal, 2:55 remaining. Josh Allen in shotgun. Takes the snap, back, looks, throw. Nope, he's going to pull it down himself, and then he kind of tosses it up, and that's going to be caught for a touchdown. Was he over the line of scrimmage? That's going to be the question. Nope, holding on the Bills. Holding on the Bills, take it all back. That's not a touchdown. 10 yards back, that's going to be third down yet again. But 10 yards further back. Who'd they call it on? Not holding? He pushed him down. How is that holding? In what world is that fucking holding? That's a terrible call from the official. Not shocking. The officials suck. And now full start on the Bills as they are just moving fucking backwards here. 2:50 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Detroit down 10 points. The Bills are pushing themselves out of fucking field goal range at this point. Again, that holding call was bad. Handoff here for the Bills on third and goal. They get it down to about the 23-yard line, I want to say here. Not sure what you're sending me there, ELS, or why, but, I mean, I'll take it. So here come the Bills to make it a 13-point game, and they do, but it's still just a two-possession game. 48-35. Detroit, 2 touchdowns. And they win the game. 2:03 remaining. So they have the 2-minute warning and 3 timeouts. But if the Bills get this kickoff, though, in the landing zone, then that clock's going to run. And then you're inside 2 minutes. You do have 3 timeouts, but boy, you got to go. And then you got to get an onside kick that doesn't get returned for a touchdown by the fucking Bills. And then you got to score again. So, again, not completely done for the Lions, but boy, you're going to need a lot of help here from maybe some metaphysical forces, maybe the universe, maybe extra dimensional, maybe ask Google Willow, as again, that's pulling quantum information and spooky action from a distance from other parallel universes, apparently. in his calculations. Maybe some of the flying drones and orbs that are going around the country, specifically here in New Jersey. Maybe start. You got to start pulling in some extra dimensional power here, if you're the Lions, to maybe make this work. But we'll see how it happens. And Buffalo's going to kick this off, and they're going to kick it just straight out of the back of the end zone. So no time comes off the clock. 2:03 remaining. Lions are going to get it at their 30-yard line. They need big, quick plays, chunk yardage, fast plays, and to make it work. If they can get a touchdown right here, this works fine. Get yourself a 70-yard touchdown. You're setting yourself up for something good. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But down 13 points with 2:03 remaining. Goff in shotgun, steps back, looks, throws over the middle. Incomplete. And with 1:57 remaining, we have hit the 2-minute warning in Detroit. So Detroit needs a miracle. The Broncos kneel on the ball. They're going to win that game as the Broncos defeat the Indianapolis Colts 31-13. And that leaves this game here, the Detroit Lions and the Buffalo Bills that we're watching along. Give you a little bonus coverage here. And this is the only game left. Again, Lions down 13, 1:57 remaining. You're not the first person to make that joke, Crafty. Not the first person. My sister-in-law made a joke like that earlier today. It was like, oh, there's a message in the drones. You can see it. And you zoom in on it, and it says, Giants and Jets suck. So, not the first person to make that joke. It's an appropriate joke. Don't get me wrong. It's an absolutely appropriate joke. But you're not the first one. So just waiting for this game of the Buffalo Bills and Detroit Lions to come back from the 2-minute warning, and we'll close this one out. And then we'll get everything going here. Crafty. Oh, yeah, no. That's funny. I know. God, the Giants suck. By the way, I still say, only beating the Giants by 3 touchdowns, the Ravens, fucking embarrassing. Embarrassing. How dare you? You should have beat us by 6 touchdowns. The fact that you only won by 3 touchdowns, weak. You're weak sauce. I still don't believe you. Even the orb aliens from deep in the ocean, where they're coming from out of the ocean, even they know the orbs are coming up and being like, Jesus Christ, man, we're from another planet, and even we know the Giants and Jets. Fuck. At least, hey, listen, at least the Jets won today. You know, that's probably what the orbs are saying. They're like, geez, at least the Jets won today, but this fucking Giants team, what the fuck? God, we got to get out of here. We're going to another planet. Our planet has better football teams, and we don't even play football on our planet. Lions. They're going to get up to the 35-yard line. 148, 147, 146, 5, 4. Boy, you have 3 timeouts. I mean, I get what you're trying to do here, but don't Bears this game up, Dan Campbell. Goff throws incomplete. It's going to be 4th and 5 coming up for the Lions. Boy, this is... Here we go. This is the game. Again, you still have 3 timeouts, but it doesn't matter. You need to score here. You have 1:35 remaining. You have to score here. You have to score here. Jared Goff lines up in shotgun, empty backfield. Clearly, he's got trips over to his right. Man in motion. Goff steps up, throws. It's going to be caught for a first down and out of bounds. Amon-Ra St. Brown at the 41-yard line. 1:29 remaining. Didn't get that much yardage, but boy, if you're the Lions, you got to get downfield. You got to get downfield now. Got to move. You got to move. What are we doing? Move the ball. So here we go. From the 41-yard line. Goff takes the snap. Back. Getting pressured. And you can't. Oh, he gets away from the sack. I thought he was getting sacked. Throws. Incomplete. Laporta was the intended receiver. 2nd and 10. 1:21 remaining in the game. Sorry for the coughing. Sorry for how my voice sounds. Sorry for the sniffling. Sorry for maybe if I'm scratching the nose, picking it. Scratching the nose. Again, I'm very not feeling well. Very sick. Been sick for over a week. I thought I was getting better on Friday. Boy, was I fucking mistaken. But I enjoy doing this stuff here for you guys. Glad to be here with you. On 2nd and 10, over the middle, caught. First down in Bills territory, but the clock is ticking. They're saying they're going to spike the ball here. And yes, with the Colts losing against the Broncos, the Texans secured their 2nd straight AFC South title. For a second, it was looking dicey there as the Colts were really winning over the Broncos, and the Broncos did not play well. But that's it. The Broncos were able to get a 17-13 lead going on in that game. And then I believe it was Anthony Richardson threw a pick 6. And from then on, it was all Broncos. So the Broncos enhanced their playoff seeding. And the Colts put themselves in a really bad spot. And the Texans have secured themselves another playoff appearance. 58 seconds remaining. First down for the Lions. Laporta with the catch. Clock is ticking. Lions still have 3 timeouts, but they are not using any one of them. They are down at the 31. They spiked the ball. 2nd and 10 with 49 seconds remaining. Yeah, I mean, it's a decision. Like, I understand the thought process. I'm not sure if I would execute it this way if I was Dan Campbell and the Lions, but here we are. Is what it is. So, 2nd and 10 after the clock spike. Goff overlooking the defense. Bills kind of in a prevent here. Goff is going to step up. Throws incomplete. That was kind of a shovel. 3rd and 10. He was in the clutches there and got rid of it. Not take the sack. But, man, you got to get to the end zone. You got to score here quickly. Like, the Lions are going to score it, and they're not going to have any time to do anything, even if they get an onside kick. You got to fucking go here, guys. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I don't know. Goff and shotgun, 3rd and 10. Takes the snap. Throws incomplete, 4th and 10. With 40 seconds remaining. This is the game again. This is the game. Lions fans, not looking too hot right now. And the Bills are going to take a timeout because why not? Let's just extend this fucking further. It's only 7:46. You still got time to get to the 8 o'clock game. That doesn't start until what, 8:15, 8:20? Yeah, sure. Stretch it out. Stretch out the time. As we see, old Romo and Nancy boy. I don't mean it like that. It's Nance. Name's Nance. Did the Steelers clinch? Even though they lost, they clinched? Why? Just because of how the Colts lost and the Dolphins lost and anybody else that was there lost? Is that why? Interesting. So here we go. 4th and 10. Goff back. Looks. Throws. Do it a little hitchy woo-woo. And it's going to work. And gets down to about the 12-yard line and out of bounds. Clock stops with 33 seconds left. Lions, not dead yet. Not dead yet. So, 33 seconds left. From the 14, they actually call it. Goff throws, caught, first down, but you got to take a timeout now if you're the Lions. You have to take a timeout. Yeah. 25 seconds remaining. So, yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, so the Dolphins' loss and the Colts' loss means that the Steelers are into the playoffs no matter what. So there's something to take there. But again, if you're talking about TJ Watt being out, and plus the way that defense played today, the Steelers are a one-and-done team. They're going to be good. They're going to have a good-looking record, but they're a one-and-done team yet again. CBS, they don't have Pittsburgh marked as having clinched a playoff spot. They just, again, they only marked their division winners. They didn't mark anything else like that, so I don't know what's going on. First and goal for the Lions. Goff is in shotgun. Takes the snap. Steps back. He looks. Taking way too much fucking time. Throws. Caught out of bounds. Incomplete. 19 seconds. Lions are just going to run out of time. They are just going to run out of time. You got to get in the end zone here. I mean, they had to get in the end zone fucking a minute ago, but. So, incomplete. No flag. Patrick was looking for it, doesn't get it. Third down, 16 seconds remaining. And ELS says that the Indianapolis Colts are officially eliminated from playoff contention. So that's what I mean. It really looks like the AFC playoff picture is just about set. Like, I think maybe the Bengals might have a chance, outside chance. Maybe the Dolphins. I don't know how the mathematics will work on that, but Goff throws, caught, touchdown for the Lions, but 12 seconds remaining. So they're going to need an onside kick here and a fucking miracle. Does it happen? I've seen Stranger Things. It's a good TV show. Oh. Snap, hold, kick, up, good. It is a 6-point game. You got to give Lions credit for not giving up. This game was a 3-touchdown game at one point. Let's remember that. This game was a 3-touchdown game. And the Lions have not given up. This team is Dan Campbell's team. No matter how bad it looks, no matter how bad it is, they are not going to give up so easily. So here we go. We'll see what happens. Onside kick time. Detroit has 2 timeouts in 12 seconds. Let's see what happens. Over 1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns, and 4 punts combined by both teams today. This has been quite the matchup. Quite the entertaining game, if you will. And again, we didn't cover this one. So as the dogs in the backyard of my neighbors apparently are just fucking each other up. Onside kick goes straight up the middle. Oh, it is. It's up for grabs. It is up for grabs. Whose ball is that? Lions are saying they have it. What an interesting way to get. That was an old Pat McAfee kind of kick. Do the Lions have it? Oh, people are getting punched in the fucking nuts down there. You know that. Bills say it's theirs. Lions say it's theirs. The officials are trying to fucking say it's... the Bills still say it's theirs. The Lions say it's theirs. No official word yet. There it is officially. The officials say the Bills have it. And that's it. The officials say the Bills have it. They do. There's no way you can review that. There's no way you can review who has it at the bottom of the fucking pile. As there is a fucking dogfighting ring happening in the backyard. Shut the fuck up! Sorry. Boy, the Lions had a chance there. They had a real chance. And I bet you that ball changed hands a couple times underneath that pile. But that is, that's going to end it. There we go. Here we go. Bills are going to kneel on it. The Lions end the game with 2 timeouts. Maybe if you had something else there, you get it. But that is the final. Buffalo wins 48-42, 6-point game. And boy, now the NFC North and the whole NFC playoff picture is thrown into chaos. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it has been a pleasure to be with you on this Sunday afternoon watching these football games. I want to thank you so very much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. If you liked any part of this, of what you watched, please hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. It helps us out tremendously. If you want to help us out in a little bit more of a tangible fashion as far as monetary money or fiduciary or whatever you want to call it, we have a link for our donation station and our merch stores in the top of the chat and also in the description in below this video. Again, my mind is crazy. I'm sick. I'm dying. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm going to go lay down and pass out for a little while. Thank you again so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, God, I'm going to cough again. We'll see you then. Oh, dear sweet God, help me.